The time is now.
You are listening to NUFC Talk Radio, the voice of the Toon Army. Live daily on the website, on YouTube, and on every online radio directory. NUFC Talk, the voice of the Toon Army.
Everyone, welcome to NUFC Talk. We are live here with the live match coverage of Newcastle United and Manchester City at St. James's Park. We have the lineups for both teams, ladies and gents, to go to. A few surprises, to say the least, but we'll get to it. Don't worry. Thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget to smash the like button. Hit the like button, folks, and help us reach as many people as we possibly can. Right now, help us reach 100 likes, of course. Help us with our Super Chat goal as well throughout this whole live stream. Hopefully, we can get to 15 Super Chats, and you can help donate and fund the channel and keep it going so we can bring you daily, multiple time a day content your way. Right now we got the live match coverage, of course. After we got the full-time reaction with whether it's a loss or a win or a draw, maybe we'll be there to give you the latest takes, the latest hot takes of this game. I got Gary with me, of course, and how's it going, Gary?
Well, hey, yeah, it's been a busy day for me. I'll tell you something now, I'm glad they're up in the northeast and not in Warwickshire where I am, because it is melting down here. Visibility on the motorway was around about 50 metres. I've had to pick the in-law up from East Midlands Airport, and the drive back was horrendous. Just managed to sit my bottom down at 4:20, ready for the event. So yeah, looking forward to it. But wow, there is some changes to the side, and we're going to get into all that in a second.
That's right. There is some changes. Some for the good. Some would say, some are forced to, of course. Dan Burn is not going to play tonight because he's clearly suspended. The real test will be, obviously, the next go-around at Everton away, but that's another week to build up for that. We got to talk about the match in hand today, and that is going to be, of course, against Man City, a powerful Man City. We're going to get to their lineups as well. But Newcastle United right now, the breaking news is obviously their lineup. Nick Pope back at goal. Some would say we should have had Ramsdale at goal because of the last performances by Nick Pope. But as I thought, it would not surprise me that for Pope to be back in the lineup, because Eddie Howe, that's how he does things. So Nick Pope back in the lineup. Actually, let me just share for the people that are watching. If you're listening, of course, we're gonna get to we're gonna name them, of course. People that are watching, you can see it on your screen now. Nick Pope back at goal. Then you got Lewis Hall back in action as a starter for Newcastle United after a long hiatus with injury. Fabian Schär back in the lineup. That is a surprise in my opinion. Botman not starting tonight. He is not starting. To be honest, I'm not going to say that he deserved to not start, but he hasn't been lining it up, in my opinion, last 2-3 games. Maybe that's a mistake by Eddie. I'm not 100% sure yet, and that might be the easy way out, instead of just saying give a definitive statement. But I'm not sure. I would say that Ramsdale would also have would also need to have a chance to come in, and he hasn't made that change, but he's made a change with Botman. Fabian Schär coming back to the lineup. Joe Linton continues to start for Newcastle United in this particular match where we need points. He is back at it. No Ramsey in the starting lineup. Sandro Tonali, of course, it's clear and evident he's going to start every game. Harvey Barnes back into the lineup. That is a surprise, ladies and gents. Or maybe not, because Gordon is not even in the squad at all to be eligible to play. So therefore, maybe the injury once again continuing to make a decision for Eddie Howe, if you will. Malik Chiao, of course, unmovable. You cannot move that guy from the center back position. It scared me a little bit when I saw Fabian Schär, and then I was like, wait a minute here. Is Chiao not going to play? Well, Eddie Howe proves he's not as daft as people think. Chiao is still in there. Livramento back in the lineup. It must be one of the few starts of between Livramento and Lewis Hall together. One of the few. I don't know how many, but it can't be that many games the two have been playing together. But he's back at it. So both players clear to play, clear from injury. Murphy back into the lineup. Ilanga on the bench. Murphy back in the starting 11. And Voltemare, of course, really the only center forward we have at the moment. That's not to criticize him, though, because I do believe even with everybody healthy, including Wissa, Voltemare needs to be starting in this team. But that's a personal opinion. Bruno Guimaraes, of course, captain of Newcastle, back in, not back, he's in the lineup alongside the other regulars. So that is your starting 11 for Newcastle, ladies and gents. Pope, Hall, Shar, Joelinton, Tonali, Barnes, Chiao, Livramento, Murphy, Voltemare, and Bruno Guimaraes to try to get something. And from this game, Gary, Newcastle United certainly need a point at least. I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting one when you look at the lineup. I mean, to be fair, has he gone more mobile at the back because of the speed rather than looking at Trippier? And again, you've mentioned a couple of players out already, but again, you've got to question the bench. 2 goalkeepers on the bench, Ramsdale and Ruddy. What's happened to Willock again? He's there, so who's missing? And you go through Trippier, it looks like he has picked up a knock or a pull because he's not even on the bench. So again, we've gone back to the 2 keepers. We have pulled in a couple of young uns with Alex Murphy and Neve coming up from the under-21s to sit on the bench. So again, there's cover, but there's not a lot of cover on that right-hand side. And, like I say, Botman coming in, does it mean that if Livramento doesn't last, Che will go over to the right-hand side if Botman enters the field? I believe Che will start left of centre. So he has got it in his locker, but do we lose something in that middle section if obviously Livramento doesn't handle the game? And again, massive test for him coming back from an injury up against Doku, who to me is flying in the City colours at the minute. They'll play this. It's a fluid 4-3-3, but it's more of a 4-1-4-1. So emphasis is going to be on the midfield and the fullbacks to really stay tight. Cherky sometimes drops off; he doesn't go really deep, and Silva will go on the diagonal into those deep corners into the right hand side, our left back situation. So we need to be switched on. Like I say, you can imagine J7 probably picking up the likes of Silva and following him around. Obviously, we know Haaland has got 99 goals. He's only one from getting the 100th goal in the Premier League, and he could beat Shearer's record today. And again, wouldn't that just be our luck for him to do it at St James's Park against the Magpies? So
is that the all-time record for the Premier League?
Yeah, the fastest 100. He's got a chance to.
100. Okay, got it.
Yeah, fastest 100 in the Premier League, and I think, like I say, he's 99 now. Just needs 1 goal today.
There you go. That would be crazy, but he is a lethal striker. Doesn't do too well against Newcastle, though. I think only scored 1 goal against Newcastle United.
Yeah.
Something must be, must be the reason. I don't know. Maybe because we have been a defensive club. Maybe because we put Dan Burn. I think Dan Burn with him clashing almost every time I remember this feature. He's not going to be on the pitch, of course. I do believe that as a center back, Burn can hold his own, and especially 2 mammoths going together at each other. Maybe he meets his. It's not easy for him to score as often. He's not playing tonight, and Botman, who as far as size I would be concerned, or I would think that he would clash against Haaland better because of size. He's not either on the pitch. Fabian Schär coming onto the game tonight. That is surprising to me because Botman is on the bench, is an option. I mean, because I thought he would be going with 3. As soon as I saw Schär, he's going with 3 at the back, but surely not. He is. I mean, what do you make of that?
Well, again, I suppose there's no Lascelles in the squad, so if he was to play 3 from the start, if there's a niggle with Lascelles, maybe he hasn't got that match fitness because he obviously hasn't really got involved in any games up to yet, really. So again, maybe he's gone back to the 4 with that consideration of a 5 if Lascelles was up to speed to come and sit on the bench and be that extra body if one gets an injury. But obviously he hasn't gone with that, so he has to keep a centre back on the bench for just in case there's an injury or there's a chance of a card or something like that, and he needs to make a change. So it makes sense to a degree. But would you have bought Shaw in for Botman at this present moment in time? What you have got, and the only reason I can give for this, we both know that progressive passers of the ball, they both like to hit the high lines. So if I could see a player with pace up top, I could understand more this change. Unfortunately, when you look at our midfield as a whole, and I'm going to account J7, Bruno, Gilmaris in that, Tonali has got pace, but we know he's going to be sat deeper. So out of the front five, with Barnes, Walter Varda, Murphy, Gilmaris, Joe Linton, where's the pace to get that ball over the top and release to? It has to be precision. It has to be spot on for any of these guys to break lines. So this has an element for me of being that 4-5-1 classic, where you're literally just looking out to block and hold on to anything you can. And then hopefully, as the game goes on, for me, it's mental not to have somebody with pace on this squad. And again, maybe he's looked at Murphy more than Elanga because it's Livramento's first game back. So is he looking at Murphy to support and help Livramento in that right back situation? The same with Harvey Barnes. Obviously, if Gordon isn't 100%, is it the fact now that he wants Barnes to sit in and give a little bit of support to Lewis Hall? So it's going to be an interesting one.
Certainly so. Thank you very much to One Pons Ryle. Welcome, mate. Appreciate you becoming a member. Appreciate that very much indeed. As well as Mr. Trollshagen becoming a member. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. And you gifted a membership away as well. So thank you for that, mate. I appreciate all of the support that we get from all of you. Thank you very much. Please, this live match, because we want to provide the best experience for you, we take ads away. So we don't get anything from ads. So if you want to help us support the channel and donate, please consider super chatting and help us reach our goal. That's the only way that we make anything for the channel and for the collaborators, etc. So please support the channel by super chatting right away. Let's go with some comments here. Brent says, why is Rudy on the bench? Rudy is on the bench, just to give everybody a clarification. Ramsdale on the bench, Rudy, Botman, Elanga, Willock, Alex Murphy, Ramsey, Sean Neve on the lineup, because clearly I would assume that because of Osula is not there, and Lewis Miley as well on the bench for Newcastle United. To say the least, I don't see anybody on this lineup, anybody other than Elanga because of speed that can come in and do anything for Newcastle as far as being a proactive. You can put in center backs, you can put in all kinds of stuff to other than Ramsey maybe to help out in the midfield. But it seems to me a bit of a depleted bench at the moment in time. Going with some comments, people are having their say, of course, in the chat. David Williams, Eddie has no cojones, basically. We'll say it in Spanish so nobody understands. Get him out, he says. Pica pica, this lineup looks quite tasty. So two different opinions there, clashing together from fans. Brent says, Hall and Tino, great. They should pick themselves if they're healthy. Why is Botman dropped? Why is Ruddy on the bench? J7 as well, back in the lineup. Says Brent, as well as we're going to get smoked today. That's his prediction. Gavin Fuller, he is starting Shar so he can drop him in the next game for Burn. There you go. So, well, I mean, that's... you can make those conspiracy theories. You're more than welcome to be fair. And quite honestly, I mean, I guess at this point in time, people can assume anything almost because... and again, we don't know what the result is going to be. But it's also important to say things before the game, before kickoff, so we don't have the ability to look at it in hindsight and just criticize that. So people are saying, people are having their opinion, of course, in the live chat. Let us know what you think and on what's going on with Newcastle United at the moment. We'll go. Mighty Wayne is outside in the surrounding areas of St. James's Park. Let's take a listen to what Wayne has to say.
Hey, Mighty Wayne here. Standing at the bus stop. First two gentlemen I've seen today on my way to the match. I've asked Eddie in first one who doesn't want to come on camera has said, what are you even asking the question for? And I've got Jimmy with me now. And Jimmy, I'll ask you the same question. Eddie in, Eddie out, and the answer is?
Eddie in, 100%.
100%. And what do you say to the people who say, look, had you not taken us, thank you very much for what you've done, but had you not taken us as far as you can take us?
Right. Yeah, he's had a bad summer with Isaac behaving like he did. At the end of the day, he's still got to get Baltimore in, integrated with the team properly. And none of the wingers really have shown up this season. You know, Gordon, Alanga had poor starts this season. Hopefully they'll get better, find some form.
Right, and the argument goes that those wingers, who I agree with you, are the main reason for the poor start. They are all his guys now.
Well, they are, but you know.
Well, apart from Murphy, obviously, who's been around forever.
Murphy's probably been the best one of the bunch.
He has indeed,
I mean,
yeah.
he's this guy.
So, does that not strengthen their argument?
It's a form thing, isn't it? No one's saying Anthony Gordon's useless. It's just
well,
at the minute.
No goals, no assists in 20 Premier League games.
4 goals in the Champions League, though. So ultimately, he's not a bad player. Everyone knows that. It's just about getting the best out of these players. And I learned a new system with Voldemort. Key thing for me is no Livramento, no Hall, no Wisser. There's no way to change the team, and they're very slow.
Okay, so that in itself begs the question: should 3 injuries, and that's basically all we've got, 3 injuries, should that be enough to derail the team as much as it has done?
No, but at the end of the day, you know, if you pick the best 3 players out of any team and injure them, you know, and obviously we don't know about Wisser, but
okay, Jimmy, thanks for that one. Bus is coming, so we'll have to jump on the bus. Thanks a lot, mate. Cheers.
There you go. Live it to win to find 2 happy clappers. But regardless, you know, it's clear and evident what he wants to do, you know, which is basically only talk about Eddie Howe instead of talking about the game. We might have to sack this silent reporter, because reporters are supposed to talk about the game in hand, man. You know, but he keeps on going with the asking fans around. There's many fans that have called in the channel as well that have said, you know, the opposite. So, but it is what it is. Continue the chat. People that are on the WhatsApp group, continue the live chat here and support the channel, please. Hit the like button and yeah, get on and let's react to the game together, ladies and gents. So more comments here of people having their say. We got here Troll says this will be a bad loss. He also says Hope Howe had learned by now. Well, what is the main reason why you think people are saying this will be a bad loss? The fact that we're going to take Joe Linton out, Shar in for Botman.
Well, again, we were talking the other day about, you know, insanity, you know, the definition of insanity with Einstein, you know, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a change. Unless the attitude of players change, the system doesn't change, you know. And, you know, we've seen when we played Barcelona under the same situation, 2-0 down, and we play football to the way football should be played. It was one-touch football, you know, on the inside right position. It was played beautifully out, and then obviously Anthony Gordon scores through at the back stick. And again, you know, you've got a little bit of pace up top, and that's the problem with what I see on this field, is the fact that there's no out. You know, there's no real opportunity to get the ball in behind. So when you look at what we have achieved with the ball this season, which has been pretty poor, if I'm honest with you, just keeping hold of the ball, it's been pretty poor. So when Eddie Howe says he's had a good deep look, he's analysed all of the past games, he's had a look at it, and he's put the same more or less team out there, apart from obviously Shaw in for Botman. He's took Trippier out and he's put young Livramento in. And again, you know, that's a great sign. I enjoy that because that gives us a little bit more legs. But you do lose that little bit of leadership in the game, and you also lose a little bit of that composure, if you like, under the threat. So, like I said, Livramento has to be switched on. It's a lot to ask a young kid who's been out for a while, the same as Lewis Hall, I suppose, you know. But he's got an easier job today because, like I say, Cherky isn't the player that's going to challenge him. It'll be Silva's runs that's going to challenge. And that's what I said. We all need to be switched on. We all need to be tasked with a duty. And I believe that will be the only way Eddie Howe is looking at this 11 on the park, is to go man for man, challenge at every ball. And when we've got the ball, we need to keep hold of it. Because like I said, there's no out ball. So it will be a slow build-up if we've got hold of the ball. And it has to be neat football. If they're going to be given goes, you have to ask yourself, who can do the job that has been tasked from Eddie Howe to do? And like I said, there's a number of question marks right across the field of play. And if you look previously, it's been mixed form, wins over Spurs and Fulham, defeats to Brentford, West Ham. I mean, so it doesn't hold the key. There's key men on this field of play, if you like. Bruno Guimaraes, he dictates tempo. And again, he's going to be vital against the City midfield press. If you look at Barnes, he's a direct runner who could exploit some of City's fullbacks if you want. And Voltemada, he's still adapting. Newcastle are still adapting to his play. But his physical presence is important with obviously now we haven't got a central striker. So we're going to need him. When you look at, the Manchester City side, they've got a couple of players obviously that, would fit any side, Kovacic and Rodri. But they're still a very strong side. You look at the wins that they've had over the likes of Liverpool, Dortmund, Bournemouth. They've only slipped up really against the Villa. Their key man, obviously at the minute, Haaland, Doku, Foden and Silva seem to be flying really well. And again, if you look at the typical tactical themes, Eddie Howe's mindset is he's admitted like the 4-0 defeat at Man City was painful and stressed learning from mistakes. But obviously, we all criticise him because he's vague. And on his concrete solutions, he says, he's analysed these things and there's going to be a change, but it doesn't seem to be that way unless he's going to ask the players, similar players, to play a different style, a different shape in the formation. You look at City's dominance, Guardiola's side, or the benchmark. In Howe's words, that the technical quality means that Newcastle must stay compact and disciplined. It's going to be a midfield battle for me. Without the likes of Rodri in the City side, I think, Tonali, Bruno, and again, I'm going to say J7, all got very important roles to do for me. But the wide areas frighten me, to be fair. Doku versus Livramento, I think, is going to be where the overload happens a lot of the time. We know O'Reilly for them down that left-hand side as well. He's very keen on getting forward and taking on on his players. He delivers the ball very well in those final third areas. So again, Newcastle have a threat there. So Murphy needs to be switched on. So does Tino Livramento. Last 33 meetings between Newcastle and City. Newcastle have only won 3. City have won 26, and we've only had 4 draws. So at the end of the day, we know that City will come to Newcastle. We think it's a fortress. They just think it's a kick around in a park. So we need to question what's going to happen with these players.
I agree. Other results going on around is in the Premier League right now at the moment. Burnley have lost against Chelsea 2-0. Right now, about to finish Bournemouth West Ham 2-2 right now. Some say hanging on to dear life at West Ham. Brighton versus Brentford 2-1 right now. Brighton, they should be winning that game unless Brentford does something miraculous. The Fulham Sunderland then has finished as I was about to say it right now, and the Mackems have lost against Fulham 1-0 over there in London. Liverpool Forest going on right now. Forest are annihilating Liverpool 3-0. So there you go. 90, but to be full time anyway. Also, Crystal Palace did beat Wolves, and of course Newcastle United. The last, it seems like the last match of today going on right now. We're about to happen in about 30 minutes or so. So smash the like button, folks. Don't forget to help support the channel. Tony, we might look into that, putting other scores on the live stream. It just takes a lot of ingenuity, of course. So we might get to that. But we do got to talk about the lineups for Man City. We got here we go. Let me see. We got Donnarumma, one of the best, if not the best goalkeepers in the world right now that we're going to have to beat. And I don't think that's going to be an easy task, to say the least. So there you go. Gianluca Donnarumma, Mateus Nunes, Ruben Diaz, Josko Vardiol in the defensive end of the pitch. You got O'Reilly there, of course. Nico, Bernardo Silva, Foden, and Cherky up front, Doku and Hallen. Doku has been untreatable at the moment, and very, very strong, fast, and has the technicality to cross the ball or even shoot. So, I mean, the change between Shaw and Botman has to. I'm going to have to assume he believes that Shaw can perform better against City and defend better against City. I'm not 100% sure on how, by the way, because I would have put Botman with Hallen, try to match physicality with physicality, and let Malik Chiao be all over the place as he does well or has done well this season so far. But then you put Shaw, who is I'm not 100% that Shaw is this physical juggernaut. Who is going to be on Hallen? Now I'm assuming Chiao will.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, mate. That's what I said. The actual setup for me, it doesn't really bode man for man marking. It's like it's going to be zonal. That's what it feels like to me. It's going to be, well, let me have the ball. Shaw will pick up Haaland at one point. Then it'll be Che will pick up and it'll free the likes of Fabian Shaw. And that's what I think Eddie's trying to do. Eddie's trying to achieve here what I wanted him to look at, playing three at the back and go into a 3-4-1 or a 3-4-2-1 system, where you can, or even a 3-5 if you wanted to try and block out that midfield. You've got an option with three where you can allow one player to trigger point all the time. And I think that is what Eddie's trying to achieve with both Shaw and Chow, because they are both progressors of the ball. Like I said before, you have got the ability with either of them, when they do win the ball back, is to move it 10, 15 yards under control before they pass, before they lay off. They're always comfortable with the ball. The biggest problem for me with doing that is they both like to pass through the channels. And the way Man City usually set up, especially on the half press, because they don't fully press, they half press. So if you give the ball away, trying to pass through these passing channels, through the middle of the park, then there's every opportunity that you're going to leave yourself wide open, because on those transitions, as we've seen a lot of the time, your full-backs will go a little bit further upfield, 15, 20 yards further upfield to give you an out. That then sometimes will take their wingers, Doku and Cherky, a little bit further back, which then will pull on both Foden and De Silva. Both have quality, both have vision. So if you lose the opportunity to pass the ball through those passing lanes, those two players themselves, both with quality on the ball, both with vision on the field of play, can really seriously hurt you.
Yeah. So that is Man City's lineup, ladies and gents. Again, Donnarumma, Vardio, Diaz at centre back, Nunez on the right, O'Reilly on the left, Gonzalez, Foden, and Silva in the midfield. Up front, one and only Erling Haaland, Cherky on the right, and Doku on the left. It's just pretty lethal, this front three, so I'm not 100% sure. We do got some breaking news, though. It looks like Kieran Trippier is out due to a hamstring injury. So Dominic Skur reporting that as we speak. And so there you go. Another one for the books. I mean, he's an older guy, so, I mean, I don't understand when this happened, because he was talking with Sky Sports on the Hall of Fame thing. That must have happened in training yesterday or the day before. So
and that's the problem. Unfortunately, as we get older, I mean, obviously Mr. Sick now has scored 2 for West Ham today. Again, it seems to be the curse for Newcastle. Couldn't get into the side at Newcastle, but he goes anywhere else and he goes and gets 2 goals. And that seems to be the run of form for us. We know Kieran Trippier, he's the wrong side of his playing career now. And these little things, he seemed very excitable in that interview that we did the other day when he was at the presentation. And he looked and sounded as if there wasn't any issues. And we even asked Eddie Howe, is there any issues? And the only issue was Anthony Gordon and Wissa, really. Nobody else was mentioned. So was this something that was picked up on Friday afternoon? Well, late morning when they all went for their training session. which is a shame, really, because if that has happened, like I say, that's probably the reasons why you see Ruddy on the bench. But it does go to show how small this squad is.
That's very true. By the way, at halftime, when everybody gets back together and is able to have something to say, we'll throw the phone line out there open so you can call us and have your say. Just time in advance, our phone call is 0191 916 8864. At halftime, you'll be able to call in if you want to and have your say about what's going on halfway through the game. So we do got Mighty Wayne happy clapping in the tune. Let's see what he's got to say right now.
Hey, Mighty Wayne here outside the, it used to be, keep on changing its name now, Crow's Nest. It's back to the Crow's Nest now. And I'm asking everybody on the way to the match whether they're ready in or ready out. I've actually found an Eddie Howe all the way from Germany. And
so he's going to say he doesn't count because he's not local.
6 Germans who've come up to town, and here they are. Who are you, sir?
Till, hi. Till.
Phil?
Till.
Tilled.
Till.
Tills.
I'm Jan.
He's Jan.
I'm Veronica.
Veronica.
I'm Simon.
Simon.
Jörg.
Yet.
Linus.
And here is the Eddie Howe. Can I just ask you all, the rest of you are already in, are you? Eddie Howe to remain in? Yeah.
I mean, me too, honestly. The thing is, I think there might have been some miscommunication. I'm not saying he should be out or anything.
You're not saying he should be out?
No.
Because the reason I stopped and got my camera out was because you were the first one to say out. So are you Eddie in or are you Eddie out?
I actually, unfortunately, don't know him that well, so I can't really decide.
So how long have you been Newcastle supporters? Let me guess, since we're saying Big Nick, is that right?
Yeah, that's Big Nick. We're from Bremen.
All right,
Bremen is...
Which is where Nick started, of course. So they're all from Bremen, ladies and gentlemen. Well, so what would be your message to Newcastle fans right now about Voldemort?
About Voldemort, he's a fucking great player, and you're lucky to have him.
Yeah.
And we're lucky to have him.
Totally scored today against Man City. Yes, and also you have to call him Messi, right?
Messi.
Yeah, that's
Okay, guys. Well, thanks a lot for that. Cheers, man.
Thanks a lot for nothing, Win. Anyway, so there you go. Listen, these Toon fans. By the way, there's a lot of Toon fans who just not bother, man. They just go to the game if they can, when they can, and they go back home. They're not really into this, debating whether in, out, what they do on the pitch. So, and there's a lot of local fans like that, a lot of international fans like that. So it's irrelevant. I don't know why he's going on a quest to ask people in and out. The vast majority, I think the minority of people want Eddie Howe out, really, verbatim. The vast majority want him to actually do what's best for the club. And they would think that right now he's not doing that. Even putting Shar in for Botman. Again, I don't understand what sense it makes defensively. And you're talking about zone marking to be the possibility. Well, to me, that's the easiest cop-out in the history of football. Because nobody has any responsibility. Everybody just tosses their responsibility to the other man, in my honest opinion. So I don't like that in set pieces defending. I don't like any of that. But it must fulfill a purpose. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about it. But Eddie Howe has chosen that, so we got no. We don't know about the zone marking. Of course, we'll have to see. But right now it looks like Shar is playing on the sofa score. At least that Shar is playing on the left center back. I don't think that's what's gonna. I think Shar is going to be on the right, and Chow is going to be on the left. The good thing about it is we got the wings back. We got Livramento, we got Lewis Hall back, and to me that is a massive thing. Whether they'll be up to par to play and do what Newcastle United fans want is another story, to be fair. But can they possibly just get in and continue to play how we've been? We did it before they were injured, which is, go forward a lot, go forward. Can they come back and do that, especially against Man City? I don't know. Well, this O'Reilly kid is still a young kid. Nunez is a bit experienced, so are they really going to go forward non-stop either? We don't know. To be honest, I haven't been watching City much as of late. So, but it's Toon Nut here saying, please to get hold in. You're muted, by the way. To get hold and Tino are back. There you go. Did you want to say something about that?
Not really. I mean, it's like I say, you know, I am glad that we have got this Hall and Tino Livramento back, but like I said, it's a tough ask. You know, when you look at the questionable Botman drop, is this got anything to do with a contract negotiation? Has this got anything to do with Eddie Howe now looking at the January window and saying we probably or potentially could lose Botman if Liverpool are intent in coming forward? Botman obviously is wavering. You know, people in the chat saying dropping Botman today, it's an easy way for Burn to return because obviously he's already out the side, so it's quite easy to get back in. There's question marks all over this team, mate. That is the problem, and I think it's something that needs to be sorted sooner rather than later. And like I say, if this is a situation where you've put a player out of the team because of contractual negotiations, maybe his mindset isn't fully in to the situation. I don't know. Again, we're only privy to a certain amount of information that the club people, want to tell you. But to me, there's something not right when you've got a player of Botman's quality. Yes, he's not had the best couple of games, but again, mindset is he's not really had a left fullback that he can potentially fully trust. So there's lots of question marks throughout all of the current situation. I mean, the question I want to ask everybody out there in the viewerland and in the chat is: if we lose today and Leeds get a win tomorrow, we drop into the relegation zone. Well, that is how close. That's how serious this is today, and that's what makes me think and wonder why we've gone back to that definition of insanity.
And to be honest, again, I think that excuse that you can lose against this team or you can't lose against that, you don't have enough. You ran out of that excuse. You ain't got it. You got to get points. I think 1 point, although it's not really much, might just suffice until Everton, because I think that's a must-win game. And I don't care if they're away or playing in Mars. You got to beat Everton away if you have any type of personality whatsoever. Because at some point you're gonna have to say, Newcastle United has to say, we got to win tonight. Simple. There's no maybe with Premier League away point. You've got to win. So, but we'll see what happens tonight. Derek Wedden says here, for example, it's because Haaland has never scored past Shaw. With all due respect, if that's why a manager makes a decision like that, I mean, I'm not 100% sure what to say about it. Other than, and by the way, I'm not 100% sure of that because, as far as I know, watching these performances with Haaland in Newcastle, Byrne has been the one to go head to head. Almost, I remember one time where they almost went to hands. So Byrne is not playing. You cannot be thinking like that. I mean, that's my way of thinking anyway. But everybody's got their opinion. By the way, great goal by Callum Wilson against Bournemouth. That seems like
when he brought it down on his chest and give himself some space and he hit it low and hard and skiddy along the floor. I mean, to be fair, I think the keeper could have done and should have done better. But he's confident now. This is what I said. He's playing with a bit of confidence. He's been given a new lease of life by Nunes. So, fair play to him. He's taken his opportunity well.
Yeah. Let's go with star comments, ladies and gents. What are you saying about the current status of the lineups or whatever right before kickoff? What are you saying? Lee Mack says, did he leave Ramsdale out of the squad to give an excuse for Pope to start? No, Ramsdale is on the squad. So that's not so much true. Kenny says, no game winners on that bench. There you go. Question from Tony. Apart from Pope, what favorites people are referring to? That should be dropped. And to be replaced by who? Well, I mean, the Botman Shar thing is one that's going to keep people talking unless something great happens on the pitch today. Joe Linton for Ramsey is another one that people are going to be talking about. So I think mainly those two. I don't think people want Ilanga in, or they couldn't care less about Murphy or Ilanga at this point. So I think that's we don't know anything as far as Gordon is concerned, but we are assuming that it's still an injury. Although Howe didn't say anything was going on in the presser, and the media before that said that Gordon was training and no issues. So something must have happened to where he's not even on the bench whatsoever. So Not 100% sure because Hope has updated fans on Kieran Trippier, saying that it was a minor hamstring injury yesterday. In Gordon, he didn't say anything about Gordon, so we shall wait and see. Kenny says, Leeds win, we lose. When we lose, Leeds win, we lose, we drop in relegation zone, says Kenny. And listen, and to be honest, I don't care if it's the first week of maybe not, I'm exaggerating, but I don't care if it's early in the season. The fact that Newcastle United, with a lot of games in, would be in relegation zone, it is just, it's unimaginable. I can't fathom the thought of that. I mean, you can. There's no denying anymore that Newcastle is having a bad season. No denying. But we're not there yet. I mean, what if we draw though? We'll still be in relegation zone.
We get to 13 points, don't we? And I think, I think they're on 11 points, sitting third from bottom Leeds. So a draw would still drop us down if they win.
Yeah. Lee Mag says, I didn't see Ramsdale on the bench. Charles, the bathrobe cheerleader on the bench. Rudy. Kenny says, I'm going home. I was going to work 3 hours early to watch it. Well, thank you. Come on and watch it, mate, with us and support the channel. Amrit says, Man City to win this convincingly, says Amrit. Pika says, again, Eddie has no idea how to manage his team properly. He's a good coach, just not good at administrating his assets. Let's see. Lars says, don't mind Shar for Botman. Would have liked to see either Miley or Ramsey for Joe Linton. And, of course, very happy to see our best two side backs both returning. We'll see how they perform. We're certainly going to need them tonight. Tony, Chris, ever thought about, getting the other scores? Yeah, I remember. I answered that. Japadoni, first time seeing you for a long time, mate, says, right back is going to be an issue. Pulling central defense to protect and giving Harlan space, he says. So there you go. We are 16th right now as we speak. We went from 14th to 16th. But, of course, we got a match to play right now, says Connor. Ashington, why did I see Pope and Joe Linton would be right back? Why did I think Pope and Joe Linton would be right back in? Well, maybe Eddie hasn't seen that there's enough to not play them. A lot of people would disagree, of course. But other than that, I have nothing to say about that, to be honest. So,
I mean, we think we're in a bad situation at the minute. I mean, you look at Liverpool, the money they've spent in the summer, they've dropped down to 11th in the squad. I think Slot's under a lot of pressure, mate, to be fair, with the amount of money they've spent. But I'm going to stand corrected because Connor's just put something in and I've just checked and you're absolutely right. I thought West Ham won because I didn't see the final results because when I got out the car, I jumped on to here. And it looks like there was a draw in the end, yeah. So it does mean if we lose tonight, we don't go any further down. It'll be West Ham. If Leeds win tomorrow, it'll be West Ham that drop into the bottom three.
There you go. I say it's absolutely staggering. Byrne not available, and suddenly Murphy gets a spot on the bench. What is Rudy on? Why is Rudy on the bench? Basically, says why. Steve Gotti, easy City win. Our midfield is miles too slow, according to Steve Gotti. Ashington says, question, Chris and Gary, what do you think of Pope and Joe Linton starting?
Shocking.
Well, I mean, you would assume that Ramsey will get an opportunity. But the fact, he'd probably say, well, he's got 2 weeks or whatever it was to 10 days to see that Joe Linton is back at his best or whatever. He'd probably say that, but I'm not sure he's going to convince money.
But that's the thing, isn't it? You look at the Man City midfield, and you look at how clever they play football, and it's not a stopper that you want in that midfield. You want somebody who can use the ball, utilise the ball. And I know J7 has got the ability to do something, but he isn't that graceful on the ball. He often gets, when he's under pressure, he can lose the ball quite easily. So can Bruno. I'm not saying he's on his own, and we've seen Tonali give the ball away under pressure at times. And that's what you're going to get from Man City. It's going to be in that mid-third, there's going to be a press on, and it'll be, all they'll wait for is for us to make a mistake. And that's when they'll pounce. And that's what I said. Today, for me, it was all about footballers. And from what I've seen so far from Ramsey, he looks like the lad who can hold on to the ball. He can skip a couple of players. He plays a nice simple pass. He doesn't do anything too technical. And I think that is the type of player that you want. We don't want anybody that looks rushed, or we don't certainly need anybody that looks as though, they want to do a 60-yard worldie all of the time. Because today against Man City, it's about percentages. And the less you take chances, the easier the game should be for you. And the place to take chances is in the final third, in their defensive zone. That's when you need to start making chances.
Yeah. Again, we'll see what happens tonight. Of course, that's going to be the main decider whether this worked or not. Yeah, I mean, other than that, though, I don't think any more really surprises or things to talk about. I mean, up front, we know that's going to happen. I don't think anybody wants Ilanga in for Murphy, although he probably come in later on and see if he can. Again, if we're losing the game and we need to change something, I don't see options here other than Ilanga coming in, running, and hopefully catch the O'Reilly or Vardio or those players on the counter and maybe try to do something there. Tony says a question: what are those? So are those Germans glory supporters or fake fans, as many claim, that anyone would support us after the takeover? Well, listen, I don't believe in that nonsense anyway. I think all fans should be welcome. There's nothing to why we shouldn't be welcoming fans, even if they became fans yesterday or today. That's the purpose of because somebody had the first day as a fan. Somebody had their first day as a fan at one point. So, I don't know. I don't ever do that. But some local fans tend to lean towards that type of thinking. Some, not the majority to be fair, but some do tend to think that way. So there you go. Win doesn't like those fake fans, so he should have been kicking them out of the tune. But he ain't got what it takes to say nothing like that anyway. But no, listen, man. Most fans are
listen. All it takes is like the likes of Voltemada, coming to the side, and all of a sudden you've got a network now of people that are supporting a second club in the Premier League, and the more that happens, go on, mate.
No, imagine how much money all of them spend just because of to come to Newcastle, go to the game, and just for Voltemada, and that creates revenue for. That's just one example right there of why it creates more revenue. We need more fans, and they should be welcome. Now, some would look at the dark side of it and say, well, how did they get tickets? Well, listen, we don't know. But we don't know. Maybe there's a possibility they all, listen, if they all can just jump up and say, a player that I like is going to vote to Newcastle, let's go to Newcastle. That means they might have a couple of quid in their pockets. Therefore, they could be paying for hospitality tickets. So you never know, man. And so just leave people alone. And welcome them all. So that's my take on that anyway. More comments is Rummy Omelette. Ronnie says at least Burn is unavailable, so we can't go for even more of slowness in our game plan. There you go. Says Becca in the building as well. Thank you very much, Becca, for being on. Don't forget to subscribe and support the channel. You can gift memberships away. You can super chat to other to the channel and help us grow. So appreciate all the support. We're doing this, of course, for the love of the tune, but clearly there are things that we need to maintain. So appreciate everybody supporting the channel. You know why Eddie Howe is going to surprise Rudy is going to play up front? No, I don't think so. I don't think so, but there you go. Aaron Kent says, Pope and Joe Linton starting is a disgrace. Bizarre, no Gordon or Trips on the bench, but very happy to see Tino Hall. Well, Trippier and Gordon have injury setbacks. Trippier right now with a hamstring injury. We don't know what's happened with Gordon. Maybe the hip, but we don't know. I knew Tony is having a dig at the fans. Yeah, we knew that, mate. We know you don't think like that. So get the Korean lad in, says Ashington. Well, I mean, he does what he's doing what he can on the reserves or in the under 21s. I think. What else can he do? He can't just show up to the game and say I'm playing tonight. So. But it's Eddie
he didn't have a great game the other day. I mean, I must admit, I've just been seeing Eddie Howe on the TV in the back of the room here, and he's just had his chat. And according to Connor, who's just put in the chat here, Howe said pre-match he chose Shaw over Botman as he trained well and deserves a chance to show his skills as he has done nothing wrong before concussion.
There you go. There you go. Connor says, yeah, there you go. That's the one you were talking about, you were referring to.
Yeah.
We've got no outlet whatsoever, says Ronnie Omelette. listen, at the end of the day, it's going to be how we perform. It's not an easy task, to be fair. I mean, but we put ourselves in this position, so you can't really complain. Again, if we would have taken care of the games we should have, here and there, not all of them, because you can't win every game, but every game here and there, the Man City game wouldn't have been an issue. I mean, you lose. You try to do your best, but unfortunately, we've ran out of that excuse. We just have to perform. I'm assuming the fans will be there. It'll be interesting to see how the fans respond if something bad happens, because I think a lot of the fans on the pitch are losing their patience, and once that starts happening, then you can start seeing the light, if you will, and see what's coming. So, and these players also have to be held accountable. They have to turn up and play. They have to turn up and do their part. A lot of them haven't been doing that, to be fair.
I think that is something that Eddie Howe needs to get. He needs to get the attitude of players. We've seen such a change in performance against the big clubs. We've seen it with the same players. It's not as if these players have never played good football. They turn up for the right games. The problem with Eddie, the mentality has to be the same for every single game. Then you don't have days like today where it becomes virtually a must-win, or Everton becomes a must-win, or the next game becomes a must-win. These are issues that Eddie Howe has faced really since the day he's walked through them doors. It's a case of some days the players are up for anything and will play really well against any opponent. Then you get days where, like at West Ham and Brentford, where the lads just don't turn up at all, and you've got to question: is it motivation? Is there something that isn't motivating them to go and put a black and white shirt on and perform on a week-to-week basis? Because that's all you're asking them to do.
Yeah. Thank you to the super chat to Tony Teases. I have nothing constructive to say yet. So there you go. We'll have to wait until the game gets going. Don't forget to smash the like button, folks. Help the channel grow. Stay with us and react to the game with us, so we can all, as fans, virtually at least, react to the game live as we speak. You know why? Says Sharon Chow own performances deserve to be our starting deserving defensive pair. Well, Botman hasn't been playing good as of late. Not many have, but I think I haven't seen him really perform well as of the last two performances. So in a sense, I could understand that, but it is a bold move, though. It is a bold move still. So
it is.
I'm not sure. I mean, Char hasn't been playing for a long time, really, other than the cup I think he played, if I'm not mistaken. So we shall see. We shall see. Smash the like button, says Janista. How folks? Hit the like button right now. Help the channel grow. Let's go with updating you on the latest results in the Premier League, ladies and gentlemen. Now that after every single game today has been played and done and dusted, Chelsea beats Burnley away 2-0 at their stadium. West Ham and Bournemouth drawing 2-2. A great goal by Callum Wilson, of course. Brentford losing 2-1 to Brighton at Brighton away. So there you go. Fulham and the Mackems. The Fulham has beaten the Mackems 1-0. So that kind of, that's helped us, I guess, in a sense. But they still got a lot of points. So they're not going to be dropping much farther to we can catch up. Liverpool surprisingly loses to Forest 3-0. Arne Slot under proper pressure at the moment right now. And that's interesting. Van Dijk quoted saying, "We are in a difficult moment. We have to get out of it. We all have to take responsibility." Actually, I have not heard any Newcastle United player say that whatsoever. Not one of them. Not one of them say not one of them say that we are in a difficult moment right now. I agree with you 100% on the other day when you were talking about them doing videos and playing games and all that nonsense for social media. At some point in time, perception is key. And everybody has to see that the team is worried, that they want to take responsibility to get us out of this zone that we're in. But posting videos of them basically happy clapping, playing games here and there, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. As they say, when you lose a derby, you better not go out to eat for the whole week. You better stay in the house and you better order takeout. You better order delivery. Don't, because, you know, you got to show. I know that's old school. I know that's like, what are you, man, living in the 1920s? No, you've got to take responsibility. You've got to take responsibility. And I don't think Newcastle United fans, not one of them that I've heard, not a single one, has come out ever in these little interviews that people do that we do for when the players are out for international duty. You know, they want to public these interviews here and there. Not one has said we're in a bad form. We got to take responsibility. And to be honest, that could also take pressure away from Eddie Howe, because right now it may seem like the players are not bothered. They're not listening to him, and so perception is key. So I was with you 100% the other night around. Queenie with the super chat there. To have Neve playing is a positive. However, I'm cautious that there is no bravery to play Ramsdale. Will Howe feel the pressure sooner than later? Well, I'm telling you, tonight, if we lose badly, that fans are not going to buy that. That's Man City, and that's why we lost. They're not going to buy it. So we shall see. We shall say, to say the least. Ladies and gents, we are closer to the game. Don't forget to smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and help us support the channel. We'll get to get the stuff lined up. Bring in your comments, of course. Let us know what you think in the comment section down below, and we'll do our best to get to it. And I mean, last thoughts about this game, predictions. Let us know. What do you think, Gary? I mean, is it possible to win tonight?
Listen, anything's possible. I mean, you know, who would have thought Forest would have gone and stuck 3 past Liverpool at Anfield?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Anything is possible, mate. But again, it's mindset, you know. And if it wasn't for Elliot Anderson's line clearance, they would have been 1-0 down. Would that have had a different effect on the game? And I think that is the thing. There's certain parts of any game that can change it for you. And like I say, I'm just taking that one small snippet of Elliot Anderson's bravery on the line to clear the ball, which was a certain goal, and then they go straight up the field and score literally minutes later. So certain things do have to fall in place. But again, for me, it's all about mentality. It's how these guys approach the game now, how they decide to set up. If they literally just sit back and do a low to mid block and just allow Man City to dominate, you know, it's going to be a sooner rather than eventually. We could have come undone. We've never really looked comfortable trying to control a game. So for me, trying to control a 0-0 is dangerous in its own effect when you just haven't got the correct players around you. So they have to go out there with a mentality that they can win, because they may as well not turn up. The problem for me is the fact that where's the out? Have we got anybody that is going to be a direct runner now? You know, and it's all about timing of run. Are we going to draw them on and try and hit them on the counter? And again, that delivery of ball, and potentially that's the reasons why they've got Malik Chow and Shah at the back, because they both can deliver that ball over the top. It's about precision. It's about the percentages. It's about, don't do it all the time, because once you start showing the opposition what you're trying to do, that's when things start being messed up. The idea is do it once and then try and play yourself through the middle. These are good footballers. They've proven against the big clubs that they can play a bit of football. Just want to start seeing it on a regular basis. Lads won't be upset, I'm sure, in the chat if we see another performance as we did against Liverpool, where you go out there and take them to the task. I mean, obviously, I'm hoping we get a better result than we did against Liverpool. But again, you know, it's all about trying. And that's all I want to see from the lads, is a little bit of, you know, bit of hard work amongst each other, bit of communication, and hopefully we can get the result at the end of it.
Yeah, that's true. Anything can happen. I don't think that we need to be very good defensively. We need to not let them score. I think that's going to be the main issue. Don't forget to smash the like button, folks. We're almost on the way here. We're a little bit behind, of course, but we'll put the timer on there, and you can sync with us and react to us, react to the game as we speak. There we go. The match is on, ladies and gents. Newcastle United set to host Man City, the ones that should be fighting for Premier League, although they've been a bit shaky as well this whole season. So we shall see. We are on the way now. We'll get the time going so you can sync with us. But St. James's Park is alive tonight in for the Magpies. So there you go. Newcastle United versus the one and only Man City.
On. There's a chance.
Already.
Oh!
Newcastle United almost there. Donnarumma, Harvey Barnes, the one and only. Almost don't count, but almost happened there, ladies and gents. We stole the ball, but that was a bad shot, to be honest. Yeah. Well done by Bruno. Well, he had the other angle wide open too, man.
Yeah, near post was wide open, wasn't it, at the minute there? But it was a dodgy pass from Donnarumma, I'll tell you. You know, just to try and drop that into feet. Foden
there
comes from deep and he gets took off the ball by J7, which was excellent, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, that is true. Again, another one for Newcastle United. Harvey Barnes cannot get to it. But now the Magpies seem to be doing their thing, to say the least. So there you go. The Toon playing tonight needs some points. Lewis Hall there, almost with the ball. Somebody committed a foul against the Man City player. So there we go, ladies and gents. We are on the way. NUFC Talk, bringing the latest, all things Newcastle United. Jeremy Doku, a bit low there. Nice little pressure by Voltamara. Here we go. The roar is unbelievable in the Toon. Malik Chiao done well there. Joe Linton in midfield. Hey, bad pass by Joe Linton. And now Jeremy Doku. Oh, Jeremy Doku to Haaland. Haaland against Chiao. Malik Chiao is going to have to get to it. And Nick Pope coming out outside of his box. I guess you can say that was a good thing, but you cannot
it was a great thing
because
I mean, that is awful by J7. You know, I've just praised him, and that's what's frustrating about J7, because he does silly things like that. It's a pass to nobody, you know. And Doku sees Haaland, and like I say, if Popey hadn't have done what he's just done there, yes, I mean Haaland could just nick it over his head, but it puts you under pressure straight away. So do you try and commit the keeper and take him on? Which, to be fair, I think. Hindsight now, if you look back at that, he said one touch out of his feet and he was round Popey there, because Popey was committed to the cause. So, but that's because he's come early in the game. He hasn't had time to get settled on the ball. He hasn't had many touches, and that's what can happen. They can undo you as quick as that if you're poor on the ball.
There you go. And now Man City back. It looks like Newcastle United pressing the citizens at the moment, pushing them back. Donnarumma looking for options. 3 minutes underway. You see the time clock on your screen. Sync with us. Live the game with us here at NUFC Talk. The long pass, and Bruno Guimaraes is going to give it away now to Cherky. Well defended there. The ball's going back to City, though. It looks like the possession is theirs, to be fair, this first game. Voltamara cannot get to that one. The ball's going back to City. Ruben Diaz.
Here we go. The 4-5-1 block is on. They're trying to force them outside.
With O'Reilly. Back with number 14, Gonzalez. And Man City thinking the game. Newcastle attentive of what they're going to do, but I don't like giving the ball away too much, although it is City, so maybe. And some fans have said that City don't play with the ball anymore, so it doesn't look like it this way from this first 4 minutes.
I mean, the one thing I often criticise Eddie Howe for is he shows far too much respect to the opposition sometimes by setting up. I mean, look how easy it is to get through.
We just gave the ball away now. Be careful. O'Reilly. Ndoku with a low cross, and that might be a handball. My goodness, maybe not. J7 there, well done to Voltamara. Cannot control Evolti. Haaland there clashing with Fabian Schär, and I tell you what, Fabian Schär looks like a miniature Schär against Haaland.
What? Have you not noticed Fabian Schär left centre-back?
He's on the left, yeah. Schär is on the left, and Chow on the right. Sandro Tonali now on the counter. Number 8 for the Magpies. Giving the ball away now there on the left-hand side. It's going to be a throw-in for City. Tonali not happy. What do you make of that? Schär on the left side. Haven't seen him there in a long time, if ever, to be honest.
I'm going to say, I can't remember the last time I saw him there, if ever I have. that would have been an easy situation to be in, but maybe they've looked at the current system and they've probably looked at where Haaland moves mainly, and this could be an analytic thing because of the likes of Doku coming in off that one
be
side.
Careful. Haaland with the pass back, and Livramento easily done there.
Yeah, so it could be potentially just looking at the Man City formation, where they're most dangerous, and what they want is more of the speedsters, if you like, down that right-hand side. So moving Shaw over to the left, it just allows Chow to be able to cover less ground quicker on their strongy side, which is obviously their left side with Doku. And sometimes Haaland does find himself more tending to go on the left-hand side to strike with his right foot.
Here we go, a corner in. The referee's blown the whistle. I don't know if this is, more than likely these are offensive fouls, but I'll be honest with you, because I can hear it, and unfortunately Gary cannot hear it, but the atmosphere looks to be decent tonight. So it is, the Toon almost under the lights, if you will. Well, it is dark over there right now, so it is. So Fabian Schär, the referee, having a conversation with Schär and Ruben Diaz. So there you go, a big task for Schär tonight.
Even bigger one now, he's left centre back.
or maybe even bigger and bigger for Malik Thiaw, because if Schär doesn't do well, Thiaw is going to have a full night. And another corner for Man City. Everybody's got their man, everybody's got a partner ready for some salsa lessons. And Charkey with this corner. Joe Linton pushing and shoving. A corner into the box in J7. Back again to Cherky. Cherky zigzagging. Cherky with a shot right into Nick Pope. And Nick Pope might be looking into giving this one away quickly. You might see that no openings. Here's another replay. Cherky gets through Bruno so easy, by the way.
Yeah, it's like a.
And again, the ball back to Man City once again. Newcastle cannot keep up with the ball. And,
we didn't even see the replay on that one, did we? And now Man City have got the ball again. It's crazy.
I mean, 7 minutes in, and Man City are dominating this game.
Yeah. Again, it's this mid to low block that gets me, because it's not as if we are strung at it. We've seen they've still got the ability to break you down. The only time that these players look uncomfortable is under a challenge and forcing them back like that with J7. Well done, son. Well done.
There we go. Back to Donnarumma. I see a little bit of pressing here from Baltamara. Vardiol getting away here. Vardiol playing centre
he's
back.
Got to run into him, man. What the hell's going on?
Baltamara had to follow him all the way down the pitch. O'Reilly back to
Look at that, it's stagnant. At mid-5, he's just absolutely stationary.
Yeah.
They've got
Diaz
5
now
in.
with the ball. There we go,
If that
Joe
ball
Linton.
comes through, they've got 5 against 4 at the back there if the ball comes through to them. So what is the point of it?
Newcastle pressing, able to get a touch on the ball, but immediately nobody else to help out. Ball goes back to City. I don't know. Ruben Diaz with Nunez. Back to Diaz. Diaz is going to look at that wide open O'Reilly. Able to get the ball. Now Bernardo Silva. And Man City. Oh, nice pass there. Malik Thiaw. Very well paying attention. Malik Thiaw, one of the revelations, to be fair, as far as signings is concerned, of any Premier League team.
Him and Voltemada, I think, at this minute, have certainly set the task.
Which is insane, because if you think about it, that's 2 Newcastle players there, but it hasn't reflected in the league, in the league standings. How many clubs can they really say that they've signed somebody that's make a huge impact? And we don't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can understand how some players just don't fit in the equation, and for whatever reason, we've been so lucky with the players that we have on board that we've bought in the past. They've come into this team and they've just settled. They've understood what was required and they've got on with it. This summer, after having a real poor 3 windows, for whatever reason, again, are these rushed because of the situation that we were in? You know, they weren't the players that they originally wanted because of, again, they wanted to go elsewhere. So we've gone in there and bought more of a necessity to buy rather than that is the player that could come in and change something. They've just bought names in just to strengthen. So at this present moment in time, I think, you know, Eddie is wavering a little bit when it comes to the players that he's bought in because they weren't cheap. And when you start spending 40 million on players that are just going to sit on the bench, 50 million, 60 million, then all of a sudden, you know, we aren't in that ability at the minute of Man City where they were able to go and spend whatever they want. We have to watch every penny we spend and make sure it's effective. And like we've said, you know, at the minute, we've said it before, what effect does the substitutes have on you? Well, they did before. It doesn't look like that now.
There we go. Watchalong now playing very deep all the way now to a ball to Harvey Barnes on the left side of the pitch, making the run and overlap is Lewis Hall. Well done there. Now Lewis Hall looking for the cross. Hall with the cross. Tonali was coming in from behind, but well defended by City. Now giving the ball away by Livramento to Doku. Doku trying to get through. Livramento's got the ball now. Malik Chiao back with Newcastle United. Fabian Schär. Lewis Hall playing with Barnes. The shout and the scream of Eddie Howe's Black and White Army at St. James's Park at the moment. How long is that going to last, though? Here we go, J7.
Well done, J7.
The crowd doing their part. Tonali, Barnes. Barnes on the left. Barnes one-on-one. Harvey Barnes, the overlap ignored. Well, back now to Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall, Barnes. Second time for Lewis Hall starting in the Premier League this season. Tino Livramento. Murphy with the cross. Voltemara! Oh, Lord have mercy.
What a good ball from Murphy again there.
Ah, man, what a header.
Donnarumma down to his right-hand side, manages to get a hand to that. Great header.
And that's why Donnarumma is the best in the world at the moment. But, man, what a block there. Delightful cross. And, of course, Voltemara with a lethal header, but can't get it wide enough, or else that would have been a goal.
Another 6 inches, it was a goal, mate.
Unbelievable. You got to keep doing that. You got to keep doing it.
Absolutely.
J7
Great build-up.
with the get-through pass. Yes, Lewis Hall gets through, and be careful. That could be a penalty, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
And the referee
goal kick.
Has whistled a goal kick, and that kind of looked like a penalty call, to be fair.
Yeah. It was confusing, I think, the first time.
Let's take a look at it, though.
Looking for the contact there from Diaz. There's no contact there at all, mate.
Yeah. No. This could be a better look. No. Yeah, he decided to go down there, but...
yeah. I mean, why didn't he whip the cross in there, though? I mean, he was, you know, he'd got an opportunity to throw something towards the back post. But again, if you look there, you've got to ask yourself who was running into the box. You've just seen Murphy flying in the 6-yard box there, but at the time that he got onto the ball, maybe he's made that decision early on to say, you know what, I'm going to test the referee at home to see whether he's going to give me anything.
Yeah, that is true. Tony in the chat says close, but close doesn't get you points. And we've seen this before. Even when we scored and we gave up the lead.
Yeah, I'm going to say.
I don't even think scoring makes any much of a difference here for Newcastle United. You got to finish the game with more goals than the other. Livramento. The pass there blocked. Livramento. Instead of complaining, should have been looking for the ball. Voltemara pressing there. Donnarumma with the hoof. Ball's in the midfield. Haaland coming down to play. Jeremy Doku has to play back with O'Reilly. And the atmosphere is proper now in the Toon.
It's always an amazing ground to play under lights, though. I must admit, it's my favourite ground to play under lights.
Well done, Malik Chiao there, beating Haaland for the ball.
Oh, great ball out. Come on now, make it
Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno gets through. That might be a foul, and the referee decides to blow the whistle. Joe Linton wants to play, but the ref says, hold on, wait a minute, hold up. I'll make the decisions here. It's clearly foul there.
Oh,
well, actually, I don't even think he touched it.
Was he, though? It's another one of Bruno's. Oh, let's go down. It's pantomime season.
Yeah. One of them, he'll fall for one, says Bruno.
Yep.
There we go. It looks like Tonali will be taking charge of this one. 15 minutes underway, ladies and gents. Newcastle 0, Man City 0 at St. James's Park. Tonali. Well done there by Chow, getting to it. Shar back in there to Voltemara. Voltemara against Haaland, though. The ball's going to Donnarumma.
It'd be nice if he turns out half as good as Haaland, mate. I'll tell you now.
Oh, yeah. There you go, a foul there in midfield. Joe Linton against Bernardo Silva.
J7, don't kick it away, son. You're getting yourself... Look, the referee's talking to you already, man. He's like a petulant kid, you know, at times, J7. He does, you know. He's got to be so frustrated. Because you know he's got something in his locker.
Here we go now. Doku on the run. Be careful. Jeremy Doku gets away from Malik Chiao there. Joe Linton. Haaland with the left hand, and Livramento putting his body on the line for the Toon. Man City back with the ball though. And now we got Foden. Foden with a floating cross there. Nobody home for City. Livramento's going to have to hoof it right back to Man City, though. O'Reilly. City passing the ball about Ren Diaz. Back to Doku. Doku. The pass to Foden. Phil Foden!
Oof.
How did he miss that one? I don't know, but Fabian Schär defended there. Is rolling around now, Foden. I mean, what
again, it was too easy again through them passing lines, wasn't it? Look at that.
It's
passes.
crazy because in 2 passes, City gets in front of the goalkeeper. I don't understand that.
Yeah, well,
be careful. That might be.
Look at that. Yeah, it's a good job they didn't look at that again, you know, because I don't know whether he went through one of his feet there.
Well, they could. I mean, there's nothing stopping them from doing it. Well, there you go. Once they put the camera on the referee.
He's having a chat with somebody. He's telling him not to start playing at the minute.
Well, the referee keeps going, so may have not been anything.
What's going on here? I've had a look at that 3 times now.
They're having a conversation there. Let's take a look at it. Well, I mean, you got to slow it down. We can't see it. There we go. Right here. Fabian Schär.
He doesn't get the ball, but he does get the top of his foot, look.
I think, well, if he touches him, that's without the ball, then we're knocking. I mean, as simple as that. I mean, I don't know. It's a. He's gonna go look at it, isn't it? By Schär's reaction.
No, I don't know. No, game's on.
Play on, says the referee, ladies and gents.
Jockey.
Fabian Schär, got to be careful next time. Schär now with a long pass to Tonali.
Come on,
Tonali's not going to get through. Be careful. Donnarumma now playing with fire.
Yeah, that was a good ball. Them are the type of balls you want. Make them make that decision. It causes a little bit of confusion at the back line. Good ball again, forward, progressive. Barnes, come on, son.
Here we go. Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes. That might be a foul, though.
No,
the referee doesn't
not
care.
Not give you anything.
Cherky. Hoofing it. Attempted to go to Haaland, but Malik Chiao ready to clean house.
Yeah, we just needed somebody to close that space a little bit, didn't we? Look at this. Oh, it didn't even show you. No.
4 shots for Man City, 2 for Newcastle. 1 very much on target. Well, good block there by Donnarumma.
It says 2 for Newcastle. I can't even remember their second one.
I don't either. Maybe the Harvey Barnes one. Yeah, the Harvey Barnes one. It was a weak shot.
Yeah, the weak one into his body. Yeah, he come far too early in the game for me. That one.
Nunes. Silva.
They've pulled all their wingers inside, and it's the fullbacks now that have got the width look.
O'Reilly.
So literally, it's man for man in front of the 18-yard box for Newcastle. Got to work really hard in the midfield now to close these lanes off.
Man City with the ball, ladies and gents. Vardio. City thinking. At least Newcastle are allowing him to. Doku. Jeremy Doku gets through. Doku again. He shoots and Malik Chiao there to block it. The Berlin Wall is in the building. And be careful with Doku. Doku, and he's getting... man. I tell you, Doku's going to be an issue.
Yep.
Malik Chiao all the way to Harvey Barnes, and it's not going to be accurate.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Doku comes inside and he creates that 2 up top. And like I say, he's you know, we know he's very much right-footed there, and he's always going to try and get on his right foot. That's why I said let him go down the left-hand side because he's less dangerous down that left. I'm going to say, luckily his hands were close to his side there.
Yeah. Surprised they didn't go look at it, to be fair, but here we go. Turkey. Foden. I mean, Foden just they just took the ball back and gave right back into. I mean, they're controlling the game, no doubt about it.
Oh, absolutely. I think Newcastle, like I say, are just giving them far too much respect in my eyes. They're not, they're not forcing errors. When you've seen Man City, they look, when you force the issue, they're a different side, and that's what I said. At the minute, we're allowing them to play the ball in front of us. It's not a problem. There's no press. It's all relaxed, so they've got the time to control it, take 2 or 3 touches, find the man left or right. And then it's like I say, it's whether we can stop that ball going through the middle. And at the minute, we've looked as though we can be undone at any point. Well done, Tonali.
There we go, Livramento. Getting pressed by Doku there. Malik Chiao. Well done there by Chiao. Well done. I mean, that was good. Right into Lewis Hall all the way on the left side. Lewis Hall now pushing the ball up. Trying to get something started for Newcastle. Harvey Barnes. Barnes gets through one. Barnes into Voltemada. Nicely done, Voltemada, with the little flick pass. Joe Linton gets the ball. Bruno into Murphy. Murphy, you got to put it in there, man. Murphy with the long cross. Voltemada's not there, being pushed about. Hall keeps it alive on the left-hand side for Newcastle. Back into Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno. Stepping on it. In thinking. Chiao. Back to Shar now. Lewis Hall, the left back for Newcastle. And I guess Newcastle don't have the sense of urgency to get back at it, but at least we have the ball.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's trying to pull them onto us so we create more space behind, like that ball there over the top. Again, it's percentages, but can we pick up that second ball? It's falling to Doku this time. Yeah.
And that's going to be a foul, I guess, against Doku by Tonali. Yeah. Tonali's not agreeing with that.
Yeah, you can certainly see the intentions of Newcastle, just trying to look for that ball over the top. As soon as Shaw gets it out of his feet there, he's looking for light runners running through the middle. But again, we just haven't got that pace, so it has to be a quality ball. I mean, Murphy makes that diagonal run in behind the back line of Man City, which was a good run. But again, what we've got to do as a midfield, knowing if it's going to be headed clear, we've got to be ready and alert to pick up that ball that's dropping somewhere in and around that midfield area.
The referee is going to blow the whistle. I'm not sure that was a foul, to be fair. I'm not 100% sure about that. Cherky going down.
Yeah, we've got Jeremy Doku at the minute creating 3 chances. Murphy 1. So, like I say, we know who their main target is. We've got to try and stop the supply to him.
Yep. Voltemada has been fed the ball once, and he almost scored. So that's why Newcastle United don't score. Bruno. Tonali.
Tonali
with a nice pass to Harvey Barnes. Barnes
give
Barnes
it to
making
him.
the run. Oh, what a pass that's to Voltemara. Voltemara! No, Lord have mercy. Oh, what a save there. Oh, man, you see, you feed Voltemara, and he will put the goalkeeper to work. And that's what we want. That's what we need. Eventually, he'll score. And that was a tight angle, by the way.
Yeah, it looks so different than you see when you get close to him. This is what I'm saying. You have to get close to him. Yeah, it was a superb pass.
And
broke
that's
the lines perfectly.
Because although the books will say Barnes play left wing, that's a 10 pass. That's a number 10 pass.
He plays inside there and plays through the middle, yeah. I mean, to be fair, should he have slipped Murphy in there?
Maybe.
Anyway, Newcastle are gaining on a bit of more confidence now, keeping hold of the ball, which is good.
That ball was too smart for J7 to figure out.
Yeah.
Voltemara now smelling blood. This is the play right there. What a play. Tonali, well done. Lovely into Barnes. Oh.
Look, just there. Oh. Could he have just moved it outside to Murphy? Which, well, again, hindsight's a wonderful thing. Exactly. If he wasn't, we want him to be greedy, don't we? We want him to take more shots at goal.
Well done, Harry Barnes there. In Voltemara. A hospital ball, to be fair, but look how City play under pressure, man. That's insane. But here we go.
Well done,
Tonali now with the ball. Tonali against two. Tonali with the long cross and Donnarumma all by himself. O'Reilly now on the run. Livermento's going to get to it. Well done, Tino Livermento.
Well
and now this
Tino.
is a back and forth. Tino into Bruno. Bruno back to ball. Tino. Tino's going to get on the run, and that's going to be a corner for Newcastle United. And now we have a nice little game of back and ping pong ball now between Newcastle and Man City.
Tino ain't done anything wrong here.
Oh, be careful, because Tino is ringing around St. James's Park at the moment.
It's something we haven't had for a while, you see. This is what I said. They can get up and down that wing beautifully, the young uns. But it doesn't look good with Tino on the floor there. He stayed down for such a period of time. Oh, he's not looking good, is he?
He's looking in pain, Livermento.
Yeah, he's still hobbling a bit. Good delivery.
Shout out to everyone out there. Smash the like button, folks. We got a corner here. 28 minutes now underway. Voltemara smelling blood. Lewis Hall with the corner. It's going to be Murphy, looks like. A poor cross there from Murphy. But Harvey Barnes back with the ball. Livermento. Tino Livermento's going to have to play back. I mean, we lost momentum there. Nick Pope being pressured. And then, of course, that pass is not going to go to anybody important.
Yeah, it's gone straight out for a goal kick. I mean, what do we expect from Nick Pope? But that's the trouble. I mean, why give Tino the ball back now in full while he's struggling? Because you could see he didn't want to pass with his foot there that he's just got smacked with. He was really hobbling. And the safest option for him there then was just to go back to the keeper.
Yeah. Donnarumma can kick, I guess, because he's got his mate doing it for him. I wish Pope would say that more often.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got to give it up, man. Malik Chow there. Bruno, back to Chow. Now Fabian Schär. Hall. Nicely done by Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall on the run. Lewis Hall, well done there. Doesn't seem like
gets us 20 yards up the field. You see, that's what I'm saying, and that's the difference. When you can beat a player like that, where they all think you're going to come inside, so they mark the inside channel. Well done.
Livermento, well done there. Triangles being played. Bruno, back to Hall. Hall in midfield. Interesting. Harvey Barnes. Joe Linton looking for an option. Barnes with the cross. To nobody really, to the City player. Well done there by Bruno. At least deflecting that ball.
Yeah, gets that challenge in, and he again, looking at the crowd and screaming as if he's just scored a goal there. That's how important that challenge was. Because if he hadn't got that challenge in, they were through. And that's the difference. When we get a defensive header in and we knock it out, you look at what happened there for City. The ball comes in, and straight away there's confidence with the team, and I think I can't remember who it was. It was I think it was Nico.
Oh, the ball there now. Murphy. Murphy.
Go on! Go, Barnes! How have you missed that, son?
Has he really missed that? Oh, my God. Harvey Barnes will have trouble sleeping after that one.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my Lord have mercy. Voltemata there getting the ball back.
Was he offside?
Murphy with the... No, right in front of the ball. Oh, Lord have mercy.
I don't know how he's missed that.
Out?
Great ball from Murphy.
No.
Yeah, he chopped across it with his left foot. Didn't really get that under control.
Newcastle has had clear opportunities, and it's becoming a game that we all know too well. Missed opportunities.
Should have had two, at least.
Yeah.
The attitude for the players, though, better. That's what I want to see. I want us to create these opportunities. I'm just looking at the replay of that again, and oh my days, that is a crazy miss.
It's insane. By the way, at halftime, you'll be able to call in and have your say on what's going on at the match right now. 0191-916-8864. You'll be able to have your say right now. 31 minutes underway, and the Magpies are looking good. They've certainly steadied the ship after, I'd say, about 15 minutes to start, to be honest, although we had opportunities then as well, but it looks better.
Yeah, Harvey Barnes, like I say, he could have had a brace already. Then Voltemata. I mean, you should be 3 up now. You know, this is what the problem is with Newcastle, not taking the chances and the opportunities, because, you know, how do the heads go if you concede one now, having to be, creating those opportunities really well?
It would be typical Newcastle, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to be fair, you know, people can look at the negatives and say, well, Harvey Barnes missed, Voltemata missed, you know, but as far as Harvey Barnes is concerned, he's done more than Gordon has, really.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm not knocking it. Yeah, he's getting into the right positions, and that's what I said. You keep on trying, one will go in, and it's for me, it's how his mental state is. You know, we don't want him to drop his head because he's missed a sitter there. We want him to carry on getting in them positions, and that's the difference with having Lewis Hall being able to move and down up that field. We've just got to cope with the pressure now. Like I say, deal with these set pieces from Man City and then build again.
It is another corner for City, ladies and gents. 33 minutes underway. Foden to execute. In a push and shoving match between Lewis Hall and O'Reilly. Lewis Hall is not going to back down. A corner into the box. Be careful. Looks like Chiao got a hold of that one. Shar now with another header. Barnes trying it. The shot by Cherky. Just a bit wide. So there you go. It should be a goal kick now for the Magpies.
Come on now.
What's
I don't know what he's saying. Just give me the ball.
Let me kick it.
Yeah. Let me have it. All right, Popey, keep it on the island, son.
Nick Pope there with the long hoof into the midfield, and there is a tug of war there between Diaz and J7. Foden
there from Tonali.
Barnes, and there we go. Shar.
I mean, I think that proves how much confidence he has in his keeper. Yeah, I mean, he could have passed that back. If it was Ramsdale, he would have probably passed that back. But now he's just kicked it out for a throw into Man City.
Diaz. Foden. Philip Foden. Not sure if his name is Philip, but probably.
Close. Yeah, I'm going to say it's going to be close. Standing.
Doku with a nice pass to O'Reilly. Be careful. No. Hallelujah, what a block there by Pope. Yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Straight at him, luckily for us.
Straight at him, of course. Voltemata and Vardiol having an issue going on back and forth there. And the referee is having a go at Vardiol. He's pulling his shirt.
And that should have been a yellow card all day, every day.
Because he was on the go.
Look at that. He was nowhere near the ball. I mean, shocking. Absolutely awful referee.
Voltemata giving him a forearm. a shiver there to Guardiola, but yeah, that block there. I mean, right at the goalkeeper, to be fair, but.
Yeah, I don't know how much he knew of it, to be fair, but he's got, well done.
Right into the chest. I mean, he was there.
Yeah. It's all you can ask of him. Standing
so far, both center forwards have had their chances. It's unbelievable that it's still 0-0, to be fair.
It is, absolutely. With the amount of chances, which is what I didn't expect for us to have created in the 35th minute, in the 35 minutes that have gone. And again, that's like I said, the team are up for it. It's whether we can capitalise on it.
Harvey Barnes with the ball. Barnes trying to get through. Doesn't. Fabian Shaw is far up the pitch. Lewis Hall with a lot of class.
Great
and now
ball.
the ball well done by Barnes. And now Shaw is going to lose it against Haaland. And now trying to catch Doku on the run. Malik Chiao is there, though, to put the fire away. Bruno.
Great ball.
Right into Murphy.
What a ball that was.
Yeah, Murphy 101. Tonali back to Murphy.
Got to get it in the box, boys.
And that's going to be a goal kick.
Jesus. You've got a couple of opportunities there where you, I mean, unfortunately, Shaw's first touch there, when he was down the left-hand side, just allowed Haaland to get back and nick the ball off him. I don't think he expected to have the ball back, but he was in acres of space if he could have got it out of his feet and put a ball in.
Now here we go. It seems like pressing now from the Toon. Ball to Haaland. Malik Chiao once again having. I tell you what, man. Maybe. Well, so far it seems like Chiao has been assigned to Haaland for the most part.
Yeah.
I guess that would be a good decision.
I think that's the reasons why they've swapped them round, is because, like I say, with Doku and Haaland favouring that side, there's probably a reasons for that.
Murphy on the run. Murphy with the cross, and that's going to be a corner for Newcastle United. 37 minutes underway now in the first half.
Tino Livramento and Lewis Hall, up to yet, have had the most touches for Newcastle.
Oh, yeah. Lewis Hall has been marvellous.
Yeah, I mean, Tino Livramento and Lewis Hall both on 27. More touches than anybody else.
Yeah. The Berlin Wall is for this corner. Tonali seems like he's going to take it. Funny, because the last one was Lewis Hall and Murphy. Tonali. A corner into the box.
Come on, Hall, get it at your feet.
Lewis Hall and made a problem out of that one.
Yeah.
Man City. Really, really good atmosphere. Well done there, Murphy. Really good atmosphere at St. James's Park. It looks like everybody turned up. The fans and the players. You'd be surprised how good, what that changes when it comes to winning a game.
Yeah, another interesting fact, I don't know whether you've noticed it, we've not seen J7 do his usual left-sided march today. He stayed more central. He's been close to both Bruno, who again, for me, looks more of the central pin in that deep midfield role at times, and he's allowed Tonali to move a little bit further on that right-hand side most of the time. It seems to be Bruno who's pendulum, if you like, who's dropping in that deeper zones and then getting forward himself. So again, everybody's been tasked with a role differently. Again, as you've seen just there with Tonali on that right hand side and Bruno tucked into the middle. So there has been a little bit of a shift in the characters and the way they're playing, which again, I've said, previously, with J7 being out on that left hand side, it keeps our midfield vulnerable and open to opportunities to get through.
Dan Burn in the stands. After being sent off, he should be available next week.
He'll be available Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Trippier, Paul Dummett as well. And all the former Toon players.
Yeah, it's going to be a toughie against Marseille. Them winning 5-1.
Oh, gets through there. O'Reilly easily Easy from Murphy. Doku with the ball. Tonali and Bruno biting at the ankles.
Yeah, you can see the setup now. Look, Tonali on the right hand side, and it's Bruno sitting in the middle, which has been evident throughout the match so far. So, like I say, maybe there's certain positional changes with some of the. Keep your legs close, son.
There you go.
Go straight. Man City on the edge of the box now, trying to force an issue. Again, very narrow, Man City.
Nunes. With the ball, back to Diaz. Foden. Foden with a long pass. And he's not going to get to it. Nunes.
Nunes doing his best there to try and keep the ball in play, but poor first touch. Yeah, it's been an interesting battle so far. Like I say, Man City deploying more of a narrow attack, trying to get the balls in between the lines, putting banks of four just in front of the back four, if you like. So midfielders, Foden and Silva just going, pushing on a little bit and trying to occupy that space just behind our midfield. So again, something that we need to be, careful of. But at the minute, we seem to be doing okay. Oh, there you go. I've just said that. We're 3 on 3. 4 on 3 now.
Foden. Cherky back to Foden. Oh,
he's missed a sitter. Dear.
Man.
It's the day of missing sitters, guys.
Yeah, it's not. Well,
Wow.
It should be a 2-2 game right now, if I'm honest, or maybe more. But
you're talking about coming back to haunt you. Look at the amount of gap that he had there, and the ball wasn't delivered quickly like it was to Barnes.
Oof.
I mean, that was just a side foot into the net, wasn't it? How he's missed that, I'll never know.
Yeah. I mean, that's
look at Pep.
Insane. look at Nunes. He goes down to his knees.
Yeah.
As if he had lost a final or something. Yeah. Foden. To be honest, he does his thing when it comes to haircuts. I don't know. He curls it all morning. Switches it up from game to game, it seems like. But there you go. I saw a meme of Foden and a cat.
Really?
And they look just like it, by the way. It's like an angry cat or something like that. I'll have to bring it up and show it. But there you go. Malik Chow there playing with Fabian Schär. And a pass wasted. Gonzalez. Gonzalez doesn't seem to have anybody around him. Ball back to O'Reilly.
Yeah, like I say, this is where I think sometimes we can be at fault, because you could just see Bruno there. He's pointing at somebody to get out at Foden, to really press him. And it's like I said, he's half tempted to do it himself, and then nobody does it. You know what I mean? And it's like everybody's a bit too standoffish at times. Deep, 10 yards outside your own box, doing things like that. Again, it gives Doku time like he had there. Fires the ball into Haaland, who, luckily for us, just pushes it up and over the bar. But it's far too easy at the minute to get the ball out to Doku. When O'Reilly comes in and becomes the narrow point, you've got the likes of Silva then that'll just fire the ball out there to try and find Doku. And again, it just puts you on your back foot, and the pressure's on you again. J7, just control the ball easy there.
Yeah,
not good there. Throw in. Terrible. It seems at times, like I say, we are just waiting for Man City to make a mistake, and it's like I said, they're too good footballers to do stuff like that. You've got to go and force the issue. They look vulnerable under the press. Come on.
There we go.
Oh, Free kick given here. Bruno a little bit late there. On Gonzalez, I think it was. Looks like Bruno's come off worst. It's been into the final couple of minutes of stoppage time, guys. For the first half, Newcastle 0, Man City 0. Been a good first half though, mate. I've been impressed.
Yeah, sure has been. Entertaining, to say the least. So, I guess, just continue it. We have made some defensive mistakes, though. And got to tighten that up, but we got to finish the place. I mean, that's simple as that. We have to score. And, yeah. But here we are. That pass there, be careful. Don't let Haaland get a touch of that one.
That's how sneaky they are. Just trying to
Well
find.
done
I mean,
with Paul.
Haaland looks way offside there, and then he just steps 2 or 3 yards in, and he's onside, and then the ball's delivered along the floor for him to run onto. That's a good ball.
There
out
we
the
go.
top.
The ball's gone to Guatemala, but Nunes between the two.
I think Gvardiol is such a good player, though. You know, a player who can play.
He plays
anywhere.
centre back, left back.
Yeah, anywhere, left wing, anywhere. Such a good player. There you go. You put her under the pressure, look. You see, they've just kicked that ball out of play there, and that's something that we need to do more of, I think. I like what I've seen from J7, but again, it's that quality we lack. Just as somebody being able to put the foot on the ball in the middle of the park. Half time, guys.
Yeah. It is halftime, ladies and gents. It is 0-0 at St. James's Park. Both teams have had many opportunities. One is second, the other one 15, proving clearly that being 15th is not where Newcastle United should be whatsoever. But it is just the result of a poor season. But you can have your say now. Halftime, ladies and gents. You can give us a call right now. Have your say. 0191-916-8864. Call in now and have your say if you want to. What did you make of the game so far? Very entertaining, to say the least.
Yeah, like I said, one or two changes that have occurred. Like I said, J7 a little bit more centrally. Bruno being the kingpin, if you like, in the middle of the park, which has made Tonali work that right channel a little bit more. And maybe that is in support. Again, you talk about legs and recovery time. Maybe what they've decided to do with Malik Chow, Doku being that central kingpin, and Haaland likes to come in on that left side of the penalty area. They've put all the weight, if you like, on that right side with Tonali being there. And apart from a couple of chances that has been created through that middle of the park, I think the lads have done really well. I mean, you go forward, and you're quite right. For me, I've got it down now as a 3-2 lead if everybody have taken the chances. And it's been one of them games. It's like a boxing match, isn't it? Toe to toe, a bit of a slugfest. But I just think at the minute we're just giving far too much caution when they're in possession, and we're not doing enough work for me to get that ball back early enough on the halfway line and then break. It's as if Eddie Howe has made that decision to say, you know what, let them have the ball in the halfway line and a bit further forward. When we get the ball back, that's when we need to break, and that's when we need to keep the ball. And they've done that. They've done that really well. I just think they need to go at them a little bit quicker and a little bit more with intent, and not allow them to have too many touches in that central area where they're allowed then to pick the pass through the middle. Under pressure, they don't look at the same side. Without pressure, they look totally different, and they can pick out the passes with ease. And for me, it's been very left dominant, but the quality, as daft it looks, has come from the right-hand side. Murphy's put in a really good ball when they've worked the channels really well. And again, you can say, look, I think with a little bit better finishing, this is a game that they should be leading.
Yeah. Super chat here from Tony says, we specialize at falling apart in the second half. So well, that could be very well an opportunity. We got a caller here calling us. And how's it going, mate? What's your name? What's happening, man? What did you make of the game? Halftime.
Can't hear him, Chris.
Oh. Let me see. Yeah, we hold in Livramento. You were saying, for some reason, I'm
that's what we needed. Yeah. Young legs, man, up the wings, man. Great stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been brilliant from the two of them, I must admit.
Even Joe Litton, man, even he's, you know what I mean? I know he's lost a little bit of his pace, but he's getting stuck in there. He's freed up now. He doesn't have to back.
Was let me give you a call because your sound is not going through in the to everybody. So give me a second to sort this out, okay? And I'll give you a call in a second, mate. So let me see here. Do you hear me still?
Yeah, but you're echoey, Chris. You've gone into the stadium mode.
Well, that's when you try to funny around.
It is what it is. Like I said, it's been an interesting war of affairs, if you like, and for me, the biggest compliment you can give the lads at the minute is the way they've produced the game, and they've gone at them and they've tried, and I think, you know, when I look at the team, all you can ask of them is to go out there and try and support. I'm just going to put up on the screen now, guys, what the passing lanes have been. And as you can see, let me just clear that, and you can see a little bit better if I probably move it a bit further forward. Very dominant down this left-hand side, and you can see J7 more of a central kingpin. And the biggest change for me is putting Bruno Guimaraes as central. And you've got Toon Army on the 8 on the right-hand side. Not really getting into these right-hand channels the same as Bruno does. But what Bruno's doing is literally 18-yard work. So what I mean by that, again, if you draw parallel lines across the 18-yard box, that's his zone. So he'll go forward and play those zones. So he'll go and support J7, Hall, Barnes on that left-hand side. And he'll come on the other side to do the same.
Yeah. We are phoning right now. Have your say. 0191-916-8864. Sorry about that, mate. Tell us, finish your point. What were you saying?
It was just like I said, everything seems to be coming together. We play for each other. Joe Linton, like I said, since Byrne isn't around, he can play his own game now. So, and like I said, up the wings, tremendous. Lovely little triangles, exactly what you expect to move the ball on. And we've been unlucky, you know what I mean? There's only I'd say one player that hasn't really done it for me, and that's Murphy. I could see a possible change, put a longer on.
Well, I mean, Murphy's put in a couple of good crosses and actually created for Watchalong.
Yeah, but there's certain things that he hasn't been committed to. You can see him pulling out, and I don't think he's, like, you know what I mean? I don't think he's 100% to me, like.
Right.
Not compared to the rest of the team.
Yeah, well, that's a very good point to say the least.
My opinion, you know what I mean? But again, you know, that's what I say. When I'm watching the game, I see commitment, and I don't think he's got as much commitment as the others, because there's a couple of occasions where I thought he could have done better. That's all. No major.
Yeah.
That's fair point.
But anyway, Chris, I'm on the show. I mean, you demanded me being on the show, and I'm on the show. So
to call us, man, gotta come and have your say, of course. Yeah, but I don't ever see you in the chat. That's what I was talking about. You gotta be in the chat, man, in the YouTube comments. So, but you're there. But I think I've seen a few of your comments there. So, there you go. There you go. All right, mate.
That's my commitment.
Cheers, mate. Cheers. Thank you.
I'll let you go. Just a quick hello to Gary. Because I haven't spoken to him, you know, but...
Cheers,
Warren. All right, mate.
Cheers, Warren. Thank you very much. Indeed. Thank you very much, Warren, there. I think we got disconnected there for a second. Yeah, I think he's going now. Phone in there now, 0191-916-8864. Let us know what you think of the game right now. It stands 0-0 for Newcastle United and Man City. So, yeah, it's a very entertaining game. At the end of the day, though, I mean, if you're a fan of either, you're suffering because you want to score. You want to get this game over. To be fair, I don't know what more as far as, changing anything. I don't know what else Newcastle can do other than keep doing what they're doing, creating more chances, and go about it that way. So.
Well, you can see, like I say, you look at we always go on some stats, and I think sometimes you have to look at some of the stats. We've been complaining about XG for a long time, not creating enough. We've had 4 shots on target, and we've had 4 shots at goal, and we've had 3 shots. Out of those 4 on target, we're making the keeper work. And I think that, for me, is a massive plus point because we have been so wasteful when it comes to, opportunities in front of goal. And again, today, we should have taken at least one of those clear-cut chances. But the opportunities are being created, and that, for me, is a massive plus point. At the minute, at Man City are still leading on XG. We got 1.18. They've got 1.14. They've had 9 shots in total at goal, and they've only had 2 on target. So again, you could say it's poor quality as well, lack of finishing in front of goal. And that's how this game's going at the moment. It is a game of chances, and nobody's actually taking those chances in front of goal. And what we need to do now is really put the task to Man City. If we take the lead, what I don't want to see is a drop-off, is to allow Man City just to have the ball and start creating opportunities because, again, they have the quality. One of those chances will eventually sneak in. What we need to do is keep creating. And if we keep creating and keep giving ourselves those clear-cut opportunities, eventually we'll get through.
Yeah. Yeah, very much so. Explain. I think we cut you off there. Explain your what's going on with the passes and that stuff. Do you got it up?
I can get it up, mate. No problem. It is, like I say, it's a simple. The pass map is just a simple look at how you visualise the team so far and literally give them the opportunities to look. Let me just get rid of that. I hate these little adverts at the back. You can see how productive we've been against Man City. Usually, our fullbacks are literally tucked in on the halfway line or even further back. Look how Hall is. He's an attacker. He's more of an attacking midfielder on that left-hand side. He's taken the J7 mantle, if you like. And with Fabian Shaw pushing up the high line here, I think this shape is fabulous from what I'm seeing at the moment. Harvey Barnes and Hall working superbly well together. It's allowing space and creativity to get into Voltemada. And again, when you get players overloading, you've got to start saying to one of your midfielders that usually sits high, and it's like Silva or Foden that usually go high, they're having to tuck down and support Gonzalez, who's that, like, obviously deep midfielder for Man City. Then you start asking questions of your fullback, your opposition fullback, and they've done that. Can you get anything from Núñez? Well, he's beat him once. Then you start asking, is Diaz going to have to come out of his central position and support? So there's lots of questions being asked of the Man City defenders. And like I said, for me, it's a little bit more sharpness needed in that final third and a little bit more creativity rather than just doing the percentage stuff. We have the ability, it's been shown in that first half. I certainly wouldn't make any changes in the start of the second half, and I know Wazza was saying about Murphy, he hasn't really been in the side because that we have dictated down that left-hand side. That's where we've predominantly made a lot of the work, and I think, again, this is Eddie Howe's mantra. We know where Man City's out ball is, and that's to Doku, which is their left-hand side. Has he given Murphy that task and role to support Tino Livramento and get a bit closer to them? And like I said, we don't know what the gaffer asks of these individually. So I think sometimes we have to just step off the mantle a bit and saying you're having a poor game, because I don't think he is. I mean, that one delivery that he put into Voltemada's header, another 6 inches, it was a goal, and that's small margins. That's how it is in football matches. The importance is now is we don't go into the second half with this head drop thinking that we should be in the lead, because that will make a detrimental effect to the scoreline at the end, I'll guarantee you. Because if you start looking back at the chances missed, start looking forward at the chances we can still go on and create and potentially get the 3 points.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. Phone in now. Have your say. 0191 916 8864. Have your say about the game. It's halftime, ladies and gents. And you are listening to NUFC Talk.
You are listening to NUFC Talk Radio, the voice of the Toon Army. Live daily on the website, on YouTube, and on every online radio directory. NUFC Talk, the voice of the Toon Army.
The voice of the Toon Army, ladies and gents. Again, phone in now, quickly and in a hurry. Have your quick say. 0191 916 8864. Some of your comments, although, are there. Becca, they'll go up in 3 gears in the second half, she says. Says that you want to see, I ain't got Sky because I'm not paying TV license. There you go. More comments here. Let me look at them and see. Good half, says Ricky D. I mean, I think it's been an improvement, certainly, on what's been going on lately in the last 2 Premier League matches, of course. But again, we will see. It looks like we are getting ready to come back, though, to the game. It looks like everybody's getting situated. So there you go. 0-0 right now at St. James's Park. Voltemada coming out. It's a bit knackering, the weather in England. Of course, really all over the world, unless you're in Florida or California.
Super Sam's Super Chat.
No, I didn't. Any Super Chat I may have missed. So there you go. Our young FBs are a sight for sore eyes. Who will be FBs?
Fullbacks.
Oh, fullbacks. Yeah, there you go. I mean, they've been doing great. They've been doing great. I mean, it's a big impact what they've been doing for Newcastle United this whole game, and we need them. I mean, it's just as simple as that. As simple as that, mate. So
yeah, we do. Like I say, it's been a long time coming. I think they've only played, 17 games together, Tino and Hall, which is criminal, really, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it sure is. We are set to go underway now on the second half. Gary with the commentary. We'll put the timer in just 1 second. So, how are the lads? Hopefully we can win this one.
Yeah, ball up to the top. It's gone to J7, who's tried to play in Harvey Barnes down that left-hand side. Barnes pushing towards the box. Plays the ball square, but it's deflected. And it's behind for a corner kick for Newcastle. The first 20 seconds of the game. The second half, I should say. So, great start for Newcastle. Doesn't look like there's any changes. Donnarumma, O'Reilly, Gvardiol, Diaz, Nunes, Foden. He's still on the field. Nico's still on the field. Bernardo Silva's still on the field, Doku, and obviously Erling Haaland. So no changes at the minute, and Cherky on the right-hand side. So all as it stands. Waiting for this corner from Newcastle to come in. Ball in there from Tonali into the near post. There's a bit of a chance. Oh, it's gone all the way through. It's missed everybody. The ball fell.
Voltemada again.
Yeah, it looked like it was a glancing header or something from Voltemada, but it may have not touched anybody. The ball's whipped into that near post area. Everybody goes up for it, but it bounces it, 2 yards out, and it goes wide of the post. Yeah, it just defeats everybody. That's mad. Oh, I think there's a look at the crowd there. Everybody's got their head in their hands, all thinking that was going to be touched in.
Yeah.
Gvardiol with a short ball now down to O'Reilly on this left-hand side. O'Reilly looks to go down the line towards Doku. Doku on the halfway line. Ball was a bit bouncy there, but again it's fallen. Doku went down as though he'd been smacked by Eubank. Now J7 with the ball out to Hall. Hall up the line towards Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes now. Do you want to do that one, Chris?
Yeah, it says the size of these seagulls, says Chris Joe win in advance. Well, it's already people lighting up their bell. They're not their bell, mind, the opposite. their jail money for what Win is going to say in the match reaction. So noted, mate. Jail Win.
Yeah, poor, I suppose, control there. That was poor from Malik Chow, giving the ball straight back to Doku. Doku goes centrally, but Shaw sees the danger and clears the ball up the field. Yeah, it was a bit of a ball giveaway there on the halfway line where Tino Livramento just fails to put his foot on the ball. And then you see what I was saying at half-time there with Murphy really doubling up with Tino to support him. He gets the challenge in under Doku. And again, we get the ball clear. So it's back now with Diaz for City. It's given it into Silva, who's had a bit of a quiet game, to be fair. Gonzalez back to Diaz. Into Silva's feet, who's gone really deep. Diaz is virtually playing as a deep 6. And again, a bit of a rush and a ball straight through the middle. Doku on to Haaland now. Haaland pushing towards the edge of the box. He's done his one, and Malik Chow with a tremendous tackle there. Plays the ball in now to J7, who gets fouled. Yeah, 20 yards out, or 25 yards out, I should say. But that was a great tackle on Haaland. Haaland tries to drop the shoulder and take him on the outside, and Chow was having none of that. Stands him up, gets a foot on the ball, and bang. Holland goes to ground. Super.
Can't get through the Berlin Wall, man. You can't get through the Berlin Wall.
No, that's true. Tonali there with a bad challenge, but the ball's given back to Man City. Man City now on the edge of the left-hand box. Curling shot over the bar from Silva. There was me just saying he hadn't had much of the game, and he had an opportunity in the edge of the box there. That's how good these Man City players are. Out the game for a lot of long periods, and then half an opportunity, and they could put you in trouble. Cherky there, just giving him the opportunity. He fails to take it. Man City have first real half chance of a shot at goal. Luckily for us, it was over the bar. Popey now goes short out to the left-hand side. Shaw goes down the line looking for, again, an outlet, but it's too easy for Man City, who header it back towards Silva. And Cherky now with the ball on that right-hand side. Back inside towards Silva, but again it's toe poked out the way, and Lewis Hall just does enough to get that ball and see that ball out. Similar size in stature between Silva and Hall, to be fair. So he was able to muscle his way out of that one with Silva. But it was poor play really for Newcastle, just clearing the lines, and it's headed straight back in, and it's that second wave that Newcastle just need to be responding to. Thank you, mate.
There you go.
It's always a pleasure, Tony. Popey now goes long, looking for J7, which seems to be the marksman. He's headed cleared again from Man City, and Chow decides to take it all the way back to Pope. Popey takes a touch. Half a press from Haaland, who's just trying to close the channel down for Chow. So he goes out to Shaw on that left-hand side, up to Hall, inside to Bruno. Into Shaw again, who goes long looking for Barnes, but it's blocked and cleared in the end by Nunes. So it's a throw into Newcastle deep in their own half on that left-hand side.
Oh yeah, we need more Lewis Hall. He's doing great.
We certainly do. Bruno can't do the half turns there, and again he's given the ball straight back to Man City. Nunes now throws the ball into Diaz. Diaz in towards Gonzalez, down touching close, and again Man City all just them 5 little breaks there. The ball seems to ricochet straight into a blue shirt. Gvardiol now gives it to O'Reilly on this inside left position, just inside the Newcastle half. Foden back to O'Reilly. O'Reilly's got a bit of space. Newcastle have gone narrow into Doku's feet, and again closely marked there, Doku, and he goes down, and the referee says to Tonali, you had a bit too close though, a bit too much spaghetti sauce on that one. So I'm going to give Doku a foul. I mean, again, these players these days don't know what a contact is. Foden with the ball in his hands, just having a chat with Silva and the referee. Bruno's having a chat as well, so the captains are there having a chat with the referee just to see what's going on. Foden and Cherky over the ball, just waiting. Again, 3 of the Man City players all in an offside position. It seems to be the way they set up for these set pieces.
Cherky's got a 1800s haircut, man, hairstyle.
It's like a Peaky Blinder.
Yeah, got the Peaky Blinders hairstyle.
Yeah. There you go. Cherky just plays it centrally, and it comes back to Foden. Foden now gets it out of his feet, whips a good ball in, but it's headed clear by Newcastle. Again, Man City get hold of that second ball. Lovely ball from Gvardiol out to Doku on this left-hand side. Faced up by Murphy. But Doku is standing in an offside position. Well done, Murphy, because sometimes it is easier to mark the player than watch the line. So well done, all the black and white shirts there, because they did a cracking line. So it's going to be a free kick to Newcastle, deep in their own half on this right-hand side.
There we go.
Popey's going to take this.
Certainly doesn't seem like the same intensity as the first half.
No, I think again it's always the same. It's that 15 minutes of stopping Man City and then trying to create half chances for yourself. But like I say, they're so clever. The ball up over the top here, Gvardiol. Oh, he does enough, Gvardiol. And again, Tonali closes that space down really quickly, but the deflection goes out for a Man City throw. And again, it's a slow start. You're absolutely right, but I think it's a case of, again, it's this thing about giving them too much respect and not playing our game, but just watch what they're doing. And then hopefully we can pick up on anything loose that Man City offer. And they don't always give you a lot, to be fair. And as you can see there, even under pressure, there's an out ball every time. Man City with a space on this right-hand side now. Nunes on the overlap. He gets into the box. He fires it across. It deflects off Shaw, though, for a throw-in on that right-hand side. Left-back position, deep in the Newcastle half. Silva, ball to feet now, just dinks the ball down the line. It's picked up. Man City now trying to play a little bit of football. Nunes with a lovely little delicate ball behind the lines. And Silva there just trying to dig one out to the back stick. That also it was Cherky that tried to dig one out to the back post, but Popey saw it. Good ball through the centre here. Harvey Barnes now with the ball in the centre circle, plays it in to Murphy now, who's come from that right-hand side into the more central area. Bruno, again advancing more further and further into the Man City half, but that was a poor pass into Voltemada, easily picked up by Diaz. And again, Tonali has to really work with Doku to get that ball back. Plays it back to Shaw. Shaw back into Tonali. Again, just trying to draw Man City deeper into our half before we go looking again. It's all the way back with Popey this time. Popey goes short to Shaw again. That was easy for me to say. There's too many S's and too many shh. Tonali. Again, just dancing on top of that ball. Shaw back to Pope. Again, no press from Man City. Pope decides to go long, looking for Tino. Tino gets up, heads the ball forward. Murphy's miles offside that time. Yeah. So, a little good advance down this right-hand side, but Murphy, again, not looking along the line, looking more towards the ball. Unlucky, but it was a good idea from Popey that time.
What was that?
Who's the man in the hood?
Wissa in the bed. Look,
Wissa
barely
man
see
in
his
the
eyes
hood.
there.
Yeah.
There you go. Forgot about Wissa was even in the squad, man. Sometimes.
Mind saying that, he's in the ground now, so he's getting closer.
Yeah. Well, he's certainly running, so.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. It's the first time I've actually seen him turn up for a game at Newcastle, if I'm honest, or the cameras have actually panned on him.
The camera, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that's been more the thing. So Bruno now down the line to Murphy. Murphy gets tackled by Doku, and the referee's... It's going to be Newcastle, either a throw-in or a free kick there. The referee is pointing Newcastle's way, so... Again, Gvardiol seems to keep an eye on Voltemada. Further up the field. Tino Livramento with the throw-in. Again, just looking for somebody as an outlet. Bit of movement, lads, please. Again, it's boxed in a little bit. So J7 comes a little bit deeper. Gets the ball under control. Plays it all the way back to Shaw. Gives it to Lewis Hall now. Lewis Hall goes long down the line. Again, looking for Harvey Barnes. But again, it seemed easily picked off that there from Harvey Barnes by Nunes. And a great ball now into Silva, who plays the ball into Doku centrally, but Malik Chow again sees the danger, cuts the ball out, and the ball now from Bruno to J7. J7 switches the play to Murphy now on this right-hand side. Murphy with a quick ball in. Another save! What a great ball that is from Murphy, though, to be fair. Straight into the feet of Voltamada, who gets that shot off early. And it's just, great goalkeeping again from Donnarumma. But great vision from J7 there. Look at that first-time ball there. That's a superb ball.
How
Donnarumma down to his right again.
Yeah, Donnarumma is an unbelievable stop.
It was close to him. I'm not going to give him too much accolades. The ball was close to him, but it's reactions. He was down there. He got his body behind it. And it was, how have they got the ball back so quickly? Sure, that was our corner to us. Anyway, Man City with the ball now. Nunes down that right-hand side. Plays the ball in to Silva. Silva just nice and easy. He's trying to get involved in everything that Man City do now. There's me. I'm going to shut up and say he's having a quiet game. Foden down this left-hand side to O'Reilly, who seems to have lots of space at the minute. O'Reilly down this left-hand side with Doku going centrally. Foden now playing the ball into Gonzalez. Gonzalez looks outside. Nunes now, again, lots of space for these full-backs to exploit going forward now for Man City. Ball back with Diaz. Diaz goes square to Gvardiol. Gvardiol now looking down the line. Doku now is hugging this touchline. Show him down the line, Tino. Show him down the line. Yeah, well done. Stands him up. Foden now with the delicate ball in towards Haaland, but the header's rubbish into the ground.
He got high easy against Shar, though. Easy.
No competition, mate, when it comes to that. If I'm honest with you, that's where we've got to be careful. But his header was going nowhere, to be fair. So Popey back with Shaw now down that left side. Shaw goes long again, looking for Voltamada. Voltamada gets the run of the ball. He gets it out of his feet. Can he? Just gets tackled. You could see him trying to get it out of his feet to give Murphy an opportunity to run on. And again, Tonali's going to get a booking here. But too many complaints from... No. Ooh.
Lucky.
Yeah, I think Bruno may be coming in there and having a word with the referee, because it certainly looked like he was going towards his pocket there. But again, Doku goes down so easy. Hardly gets a knock, to be fair. Again, down that right-hand side. Nunes now in with Silva. Back to Diaz. Every player of Man City camped into the Newcastle half now as we speak. Again, it's just no press on that ball. Now J7 comes out to meet it, but then goes back into the 5. Voltamada trying to stay central, not getting involved in any play there from
J7.
J7 comes up.
That could be a yellow card.
Yeah, that's silly on Silva. What is the point?
Why would you do that?
What is the point of that? He just comes and barges into him. Look, the ball's gone a million miles away. Just back off.
What's the purpose of that, man? He didn't get booked, but I don't know why. But
that's crazy, mate. Absolutely crazy.
Oh.
I think this is going to be like one of them, isn't it? Haaland,
he's not going to book. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Joe Linton, if that was anybody else, there was probably an opportunity of a booking there. But maybe because it was J7 and everybody says to go harsh with him, the referee's been lenient there, because that was deserving of a yellow card. There was no need for that. Again, the ball goes over to this left-hand side to Doku from Silva, who's getting more involved in the game. Silva now, again, Tino does well to stand him up. He wants to come on that right foot, but Tino's not letting him. He's showing him down the line. Back with Silva again. Comes across to Gvardiol, who's around about 30 yards out. Ball into O'Reilly, into Foden. Back out to Doku. Tino's telling Murphy to go with the runner, O'Reilly. Everybody's coming now over on this left-hand side. Cherky's moved over to the left-hand side now. Runners are coming from deep from Man City, but nobody's passing them the ball. Ball again over to Diaz, who again just moves forward and then passes simple and drops back in. Back with Silva now. Gonzalez, quick ball in towards Haaland, but again, deflection has come straight back to Man City. Nunes now Nunes in to Cherky. Cherky sees a reverse ball. Foden with an opportunity, but it's again well over the bar from Foden. Nobody in a blue shirt has got the shooting boots on, lucky today. But again, it was too easy. Good reverse ball that from Cherky, and a half opportunity of a chance on goal. He stood up by Shaw, to be fair, and he's got to shape the ball into that top bin, and he can't get it right this time, Foden. And it's out for a Newcastle goal kick. Popey again. Got Char to the right. Share to the left. Bruno in the middle. And he's told everybody to go away. He's going long.
You better go.
He's looking for J7. He's going up towards J7 now. J7 with a good flick on there. He's under no pressure though. And again, well done to Tonali because he saw the back pass and he cut that channel off. Bruno now. Up the line to Barnes. Barnes back to Bruno. Harvey Barnes! Yes! What a goal by Harvey Barnes! That's the one! Into that bottom right-hand corner. Yes! Get in!
Get in! Oh, what a beautiful goal! What a beautiful goal!
What a beautiful goal. All come from the flick on from J7. Nobody saw it, and then all of a sudden O'Reilly panicked and decided to come back into the play. Gives it back to J7, who drops it to Bruno. Bruno plays it up to Barnes. Barnes then, little flick on the outside, back to Bruno. Bruno under the challenge. The ball falls to Barnes, and he tucks that ball away beautifully into the bottom right-hand corner. What a goal, what a goal. Yeah, he didn't take a touch either. He hit it first time. So... grateful. I mean, that's where I want him to play. That's exactly where I want him to play. He's so dangerous.
Impossible.
Centre of goal. That's what I said. If we can get a system where we can play him closer to Voltemada.
And he is playing right there, scoring as a 10, right behind the centre forward. That's what he is. That's what when somebody got that type of talent that can get, that can beat a player with a dribble, that can shoot. That's what he plays. That's exactly what he plays.
That was some finish as well, because like I say, again, it's panic. This is what I said. Man City, under a bit of pressure, aren't the same team, aren't the same unit. And that's all it was that little bit of panic because of Tonali's run. And then all of a sudden, O'Reilly decides to, I'm going to just flick the ball back towards midfield. And that's when it becomes 50-50. We wake up, J7 with the ball to Bruno. Bruno on the outside, lovely run on the inside left position. Little ball into Barnes, who gives it him back. And then, like I say, you can look on judgment. There was a bit of a coming together between Diaz and Bruno, and the ball falls beautifully. So, great goal. Again, Voltemada now with the ball. Brings the ball back to J7. J7 on the half turn. Under a bit of pressure here from Man City. J7 and the referee. J7 decides to let the ball go there because there was a tug on his shirt. And we're on the halfway line in the centre circle. Great finish that was from Barnes.
Oh, lovely, man. Lovely.
Yeah. Gladly. I mean, it would be easy to lose your head when you've missed a couple of goals like he has. Ball over the top from Shaw, looking for Murphy. Murphy heads the ball forward towards Tonali, but Tonali was standing in an offside position. And there's a free kick to Man City. Man City go quickly now. Diaz, just in front of his own penalty box, comes forward. No press from Newcastle. Again, just giving it to Silva, who's the one who wants to have the ball all the time. Ball inside now to Foden, got from Gonzalez. Out to Doku now, who's got a bit of space, hugging this touchline on the left-hand side. Faced up again by Tino. Ricochet again falls kindly to Newcastle. Tonali now, give it easy. Don't. Boy, I see it's given away again from Tonali, trying to look for a deflection for a throw-in. And the ball's given straight back to Man City where they want the ball. Silva now, 40 yards away from the Newcastle box. Newcastle 1, Man City 0 in the 67th minute. Doku on the left-hand side again. Tonali this time comes towards him. He goes on down this line, and again it's Chow who clears that ball inside for the corner to Man City. Again, this is sometimes what annoys me with Tonali, because he could have just gone back to Chow. He had the ball out to Chow there. Back in our penalty box, there was nobody with him, and instead he tries to be clever and play the ball in front of him to try and get that deflection for a throw-in. Corner kick now for Man City. Comes in towards the penalty box on the edge of the 6-yard box. Headed half clear. It's come to Doku, who swings it back in. Haaland. Oh, it's flicked out. Cherky now with a shot. Deflected by Hall. There's loads of shots, and it's a goal from Ruben Diaz. Oh, my God. Again, it's all come from that mistake. That's what I said. This is Newcastle all over.
How did he get that shot through?
Stupid bloody mistake. Jesus Christ.
I want to know who that was. That Shard.
It's headed by Voltemada. It goes to Doku on the right hand side. Doku brings it back into the danger zone. Then it's headed clear by Chow. Cherky then, it's deflected.
Oh, he gets through Shard though. He gets through. Is it Shard's legs or something like that?
Through Shard's legs.
Shard's nutmeg.
Do there. Yeah, you can't do anything there. To be fair, the ball comes through a number of bodies. Voltemada standing in front of him, but again, it's all come from a Newcastle mistake. It's not something that they've made or created. That's gutting.
That goal didn't even last 2 minutes, I don't think. I don't even know.
No. Anyway.
There you go. Well done.
We've got a corner now.
Corner.
Down that left-hand side from
Ruben Diaz having an issue.
Yeah.
He's complaining that he got hit.
Yeah, he got a bloody nose.
But he shot. You shot the ball, man. How'd you get hurt? Yeah. That's your problem.
Let's see what happens.
He's going to have a say.
Yeah.
Oh no! Well, there you go. I thought he was going to have a say to somebody.
It ain't gone yet. Let's see what happens off this. Ball coming in now from Tonali in towards that near post. It's flicked on, but it's deflected back out for a corner kick. Off Diaz again this time. He's certainly up for the game now, Ruben. He's showing a bit of grit.
He ain't showing grit at all, but he should be out, by the way. He's bleeding through the nose. He should be out.
Yeah, he should be, by the letter of the law. Ball again. There's been some cracking balls into that near post from Tonali. A little bit deeper this time. Headed off the line. It was directly in, and there's a chance again on the second ball. Bruno now picks the ball up, gives it back to Murphy. Murphy to the back stick. Get up! Header! He's off the ball! Header, get in! Yes! Barnes again! Get in! What a tussle that was! Oh my God! What a game! What a game! That was incredible!
Wow! Something is happening.
Absolutely incredible. Headed off the line, boy. I think that was Guardiola. Headed back in by Hall.
How Harvey Barnes saved that play to begin with, stepping on it, pulling it here and there, doing his footwork. We got to watch this again. Donnarumma's losing his mind.
Yeah.
Look at this Harvey Barnes right here. He's able to get the ball. He's able to figure it out.
Plays the ball out to Murphy. Murphy then drops it into the back stick. It was Voltemada with a header coming back across goal. Then I think they're saying he's offside. Yeah, they're saying that Bruno's offside. That's what
he scored it with his heel. With his heel.
Now, will they stand? Because Bruno was in an offside position. It comes off the bar and then falls beautifully to...
With his heel?
Yeah, he scoops it back with his heel. Yeah, you're right. Off the bar from Bruno. Like I say, Bruno could be in the offside position. I think that's what they're screaming at. Was he offside? I'm looking... Yeah, he's offside, you know. He's going to be offside. Unless Diaz's shoulder is putting him onside, then he's going to be marked offside here.
Good. Well, they're talking about it. They're going to look at it.
Yeah. It literally was, when he made the run on that right-hand side, when he made that run from the right-hand side...
I was looking at it right there.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Well, no,
can you see his shoulder? Diaz's shoulder.
His shoulders are putting him on side.
Yeah, his shoulders there.
If you look at the legs, then the legs don't count, but the shoulders.
Bruno's foot's offside.
He's onside because Bruno's leaning back.
Yeah, but it's his foot. Look at his standing foot. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
that's the line that they'll be drawn off his toes there. Oh, that's going to be a shame, man, because this is going to be offside. Wow. Here we go, guys. I mean, they said it was going to be quicker with this offside ruling.
But also, to be honest, that's not even a good angle to see when the ball leaves Voltemata's head. You know, we truly never know.
I mean, it literally is where we know. Yeah, I mean, it's going to happen, isn't it? We're getting a decision now anyway. It's got to be his shoulder if he's onside. It's going to be given, I think, because it's going to be where his shoulder is to his foot.
But I'm pretty sure offside is where your shoulder is. So
come on,
he's playing him onside.
Yeah, again, it's Bruno's foot. That's the only thing I'm looking at when I look at the line there. And again, it's as you say, the camera angle doesn't give you a great deal of vision there. But for me, it does look as though Diaz's his upper body part may be in line. So they're still having a really good look at this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's taken so long.
Well, this goal is there. It is a goal, ladies and gents.
Yes! Get in! Come on now.
Get in.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! What a game this is. What a game. Well done, Harvey Barnes. And like you say, really good goal because that was a heel.
Well, Pep making changes already. He's going to.
Yeah, Pep will make several changes now because, like I say, he's got game changers on the bench. It's all the way back now with Donnarumma, who hoofs it long on this left-hand side. Murphy decides to go first time back towards the Man City goal. But again, it's picked the second ball up and now there's a runs from Man City. Silva sees Haaland. And again, it's behind him. It's not in front of him there from Silva. Hall gives it back to Pope, who gives it into Malik Chow. Malik Chow now with a few yards to run into. Malik Chow decides to go all the way back and he gives it to Shaw now on that left-hand side of the penalty area. Shaw gives it back to Pope, but again, Newcastle just trying to take the sting out of it. Popey with a little delicate tick over towards Shaw. Shaw along the floor up towards J7 now, into Hall. Now we've got Bruno and Tonali linking up. Tonali outside now. Beautiful play this from Newcastle with Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes running towards the... He was in two minds whether to play the ball inside there. Harvey Barnes decides to take it. Here we go. Hall's gone down. He's got cramp, which is what I expected. And this is the problem now. Have these young'uns got 90 minutes in the legs at this level? It's all right having 90 minutes when you're playing international games at 21s. But this is totally different kettle of fish. A lot of pressure on your shoulders here. I mean, why didn't Barnes there just play it inside to Voltemata? Anyway, Oscar Bob. We all know Oscar Bob, don't we?
Oh, boy, we know him way too well. He's the one that knackered us. Maybe last time around here at St. James's Park. I can't remember. But seems like a long time since Man City's been here.
Yeah, absolutely. So who's coming off? 11's coming off. So Doku's off. And that'll be for Oscar Bob, I would have thought. No, who's 26?
Bernardo Silva coming off, and this kid, this Dutch kid.
Oh, they've got reindeers. Yeah, reindeers. Yeah. They've got Christmas on, haven't they? Because they've got turkey and reindeers.
And the reindeers. And Newcastle making changes too. It seems like I saw somebody moving back there, so I think so anyway. Oh yeah, they're standing there. I couldn't make who it was.
And that'll be for Oscar Bob. Yeah, I can't remember who the other guy was. Savino, is it? Is it Savino that was on?
Maybe so. Lewis Hall coming off. Maybe.
Yeah, he's gone, mate. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
Alex Murphy on now, is it?
Chow, Butman coming on.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming Chow will be.
Yeah, 5 at the back.
Oh yeah. Well, who's gonna be? Wait. Is Murphy playing as a left wing back? Or am I tripping here?
No,
that is Murphy on
left wing back.
All right. Well, I forgot about the part where we end up losing 3-2. So there you go.
Let's see what happens with this one then.
That is so astonishing.
That's scary, mate, isn't it? It is really scary.
Speed is what he wants, which is.
Yeah, absolutely. Gonzalez now with the ball for Man City. Again, I can see Newcastle being camped in their own half, playing a 5-4-1 now formation. 5 at the back with Murphy as left back. Tino still right back with 3 centre backs. Savino now with the ball into the back stick. Again, it's gone over everybody and it's fallen kindly to Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob plays it back. Whipped into the box now. It's headed clear this time by Malik Chow. Harvey Barnes now heads it in the air and it's come back to Oscar Bob on that right-hand side, I should say, for Man City, our left side. Ball played all the way back now to Diaz. Diaz got Savino now on this left-hand side. Who's got loads of space now. Newcastle offering them loads of space on the width. Just saying, see if you can beat us. Coming back inside now. Gvardiol plays it to Diaz. All the way on that right side from Reinders now. Oscar Bob drops a shoulder, plays it all the way back now. Again, Newcastle happy for Man City to have the ball in front of them. Everybody camped into the Newcastle half. Gvardiol now plays the ball in to O'Reilly, back out to Savino. Savino just tries to go down the line, but again, well done Tino. Tino just blocking that run from Savino. All the way back to Gvardiol now, plays it square. Diaz back to Gvardiol. Again, Man City being a little bit patient here in the 79th minute. Newcastle leading 2-1 at St James's Park on this 5:30 kickoff. Ball back out now to Savino. Savino decides to go inside. He's had no luck going on the outside, so he's come inside, gives it back to Diaz. Diaz now to looking up. He's just trying to find somebody to play the ball to. Out to Oscar Bob on that right-hand side, number 52. Nunes is playing more as a midfielder these days. Again, Man City just keeping hold of the ball. Newcastle sitting really deep and narrow. Tonali comes to meet Gvardiol, but again, it's a ball easily given to O'Reilly. Ball now into the central area. Tino now just trying to keep hold of the ball up to Tonali, who gets tackled. Yeah, it's going to be a free kick to Newcastle.
I agree with Chris Richardson. It would have been more sense to put Murphy as a right back and Tino on the left. He's done that great.
But again, I'll go back to the dangers, what we said before. You know, he has been great, but they're not showing a lot down that right-hand side, our left side. So maybe he's gone with the more, keep it stable, keep it still, not making too many changes. He's now got Botman in the middle and Malik Chow, obviously, operating in that central zone. So it's now a case of, it was his shoulder that was creating that onside position. You've just seen the replay now, look.
There
just
you go.
On the cuff, look, where you could score from. So, we were lucky. Onside.
That Barnes.
Look at that.
Barnes is clearly behind the ball.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I thought that's supposed to quicken this up. It seems to have slowed it down, or seems to be at the same pace. Oh, we get the speed merchants on.
Ilanga and Willock. I'm not sure that we got 10 minutes, but playing Willock, maybe. Maybe.
I know. Maybe again, though, not losing anything. And I know this sounds crazy. But you would literally say to especially Elanga now, for me, it would be Elanga for Voltemada, sit on the halfway line. Just sit onside on the halfway line. Don't go any further. Don't work anything, just sit on the halfway line. Because there's an out ball. With the way Man City are playing now, there's an out ball every time. And that's what I said. At the minute, with Voltemada helping support the forward in midfield, we're allowing Man City to dominate in our half. If you put somebody out, there's a chance here. Look, we've got 4 on 3 here. If we do quickly. Bruno now with an opportunity. A great ball in towards Harvey Barnes. Oh, that's a great tackle that is from Man City. Will they keep the ball in? They have. They've kept the ball in play as well. So it's not a corner. nearly broke the lines there. We just needed a bit more pace. And that's what I'm saying. You know, that is the only problem with the lads at top at the minute. They just haven't got that pace on the out. So I can see probably Harvey Barnes coming off now and maybe Voltemada. Do we lose anything in midfield with Willock? Potentially.
I wouldn't put Voltemada out yet because first of all we had shown Neve. I'm not 100% sure about him yet.
Yeah, but like I said, I think he's just looking for pace now. He's just looking for that, like we've just done. If Man City lose the ball, they've committed everybody into the Newcastle half. If you've got the pace of Alanga that can run into the green, then we know that's got a chance. Oscar Bob now trying to tease his way in. It's deflected off 2 or 3 players there. I think it was Botman and J7 there, but it's come back out to Oscar Bob, who plays it down the line. Nunes now playing on the inside. Comes to Gonzalez. Gonzalez now on the edge of the Newcastle box. Everybody's penetrating the Newcastle box in a blue shirt here. Again, looking to unlock the key. Foden just plays the ball inside. Again, it's just... Newcastle just not on the press. They're just happy for Man City to keep the ball and play in that pendulum-style football left to right. Diaz comes out to Gvardiol. Gvardiol with a little ball over the top. Can Botman cut this out? He can. Don't let it drop, Murphy. Oh, my God. Murphy was bloody player watching rather than ball watching there.
Hold on to it, Voltemada.
Oh, there's a chance here. Tonali. What a great ball from Voltemada. Tonali now running deep into the Man City half, into the box. He's on the edge of the box now. He's pressed by 2 Man City players. Trying to get a corner, and he does well there.
Well done.
No way, referee. Get out of here. Getting out another cartel.
That is shocking there. That is shocking.
Jesus Christ. Brandon, thank you, mate.
Randolph, they're giving him a membership. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that very much. And it's going to Snaggletooth. Thank you very much, Random. Appreciate it, mate. Is that Barnes coming off?
Coming on for Barnes, yeah. I thought that would be the one.
Well done, buddy.
Barnes looked like he's run himself into the ground, mate, to be fair. He really has. Great 2 finishes as well. Superb. Again, he likes to be in them danger areas, Barnes. He's just got a habit of being there. And it's going to be Alanga for Voltemada. And that's exactly what I expected.
I think that Donnarumma, in a lot of those chances from Voltemada, made really good saves. But he'll feel a bit disappointed, with his chances that he missed. He would have, I guarantee he would have loved to score a few. But I do believe that Donnarumma did excellent jobs anyway.
Yeah, I mean, that one save was excellent down to his right-hand side. Like I say, another 6 inches, it was a goal. He would have come off with his hat-trick today, and he deserved it. I think he's done exceptional on that left-hand side today, Barnes. With Hall, I think it's been exactly what we've been missing. And like I say, we're in a bit of jeopardy now with Murphy at left-back. So we need to keep our eye on what's going on there. Savenio now gets the ball out of his feet. Good ball out to the back stick. Murphy plays it off his belly, and it's a corner for Man City. He's just reassuring everybody it was off his belly and not off his arm.
Don't look to Murphy to give you reassurance because his face is like, I'm knackered here on the left-hand side. Yeah. But
Tonali's just telling everybody to keep on the toes here now. Chow picking up Haaland. Ball into the box. Savinho with a wild hoof. And it's well over the bar. Newcastle goal kick. Woohoo. But again, nobody picking him up, look. Baldy gets pulled out and it's just a shot at goal from somewhere around 16 yards on the angle. Should have kept that down. Marmouche on now.
Oh, man, all these players, man.
Exactly. Who's come on? Marmouche is on. Who's come on for... Who's gone off then?
Foden.
Done absolutely nothing, to be fair, Foden. So Marmouche on now. So they have all of their forward thinking. And we know he scored a hat-trick against in the 4-0 win against Newcastle. So we know he's a difficult player and another one that can unlock doors. So again, well done. Come on, we've got to get that second ball, boys. It's gone back to Man City on the halfway line, just inside the Man City half. Man City now just looking for an out. Elanga's not going to give you that much opportunity though, because he has got pace. Come on, you've got to get to the ball, son. Diaz coming onto this left-hand side now, plays the ball out to Savinho. Savinho up against Tino. Tino trying to stand him up, trying to get him to go backwards. He goes inside. Gonzalez now. Out on that right-hand side, Oscar Bob. Bob now just holding the ball up, being jockeyed by Murphy. Ball's come back inside now to Diaz. Everybody now camped in the Newcastle box. Savinho's looking to go on the outside, but Tino's having none of it. Stay out. Ball comes back into Diaz and Gvardiol. Diaz into the box, headed clear this time. And again, Willock trying to get onto that, but it's fallen all the way back to Gvardiol. Gvardiol back to Diaz. Diaz now out to Savinho. It's coming at Newcastle thick and fast down this left-hand side. Savinho tasking Tino with a challenge. And he does well there to keep up, because Tino is absolutely wrecked. I'll tell you now.
He is.
Tino with a glancing block there, and the ball's out for a corner kick. Reinders taking
He'll have to figure it out how to get some extra air, because can't make any changes for him.
Ball goes in short from Reinders.
Well done.
That's a really poor back play. We've got the ball now. Murphy now with the ball on the halfway line of Man City. Bruno's trying a chance. He languid on that back stick. Murphy decides to backheel it. He keeps hold of the ball. He's running back towards his own goal. He goes to the left-hand side to Botman. Botman now down the line to Willock. Willock now gets hold of the ball. And again, within the 89th minute, guys, Newcastle 2, Man City 1. Newcastle trying to see this game out. Plays the ball back all the way to Shaw. Shaw's going to go all the way back to Pope. Again, Haaland with a little bit of a hop and a skip. Pope, he takes a touch out of his feet. Outside his box, he goes long, looking for the ball over the top. But again, that falls directly to a Man City head. It's fallen to Chow, though, on the halfway line for Newcastle. Chow looking for the ball over the top, looking for Elanga. The ball is headed clear by Gvardiol into O'Reilly. And this time, he's gone out for a throw into Newcastle. Gonzalez didn't really feel Bruno on his cage there. He was rattling it. Pep's looking a little bit tasty here. He's looking at the time. He keeps on saying, come on, lads. Find that extra bit. There's a ball being thrown back onto the pitch here by the fans.
They'll do it again.
Absolutely. It's been kicked into the fans again. Ball down this right-hand side. Given back to Man City, though, too easily for my liking. Keep hold of the ball, boys. Well done, Willock. Forcing the ball back to Donnarumma. Donnarumma plays the ball into Gonzalez through the middle. Gonzalez again plays the ball out towards O'Reilly. O'Reilly's got Safino on this left-hand side. O'Reilly again running down that left-hand side. The ball is chipped in, but that should be Pope's, and it is. Who grabs the ball in the air. And there's 8 minutes of extra time, team. 8 minutes of extra time. This is typical Newcastle. Oh, great ball from Bruno down for Elanga. Elanga on his own, though. He's running towards the box, but again, not really got anything at all. Oh, he's gone down quite heavily there, Elanga.
Donnarumma's down.
Donnarumma's down. The sniper's got the two of them. But the game is carried on. Man City don't want anything to stop. Ball from Reinders.
They're not even letting the referee know.
No,
because technically the referee should stop the game because there's a man down.
Do. If there's players down, but it looks like everybody's got back to feet now. Savinho. Gvardiol plays a lovely ball into the box. Reinders, and it's off Malik Chow for another corner for Man City. 92nd minute, guys. Oh, this is unbelievable. Reinders.
This is criminal, man.
Come on, guys. We can do this. Let's give them all the support. Come on. We can do this. Keep these Man City boys out. Ball into the box this time. It's at the near post. It's punched, headed clear by Newcastle. It's come out to Savinho again, who's running to that byline. He puts his foot on it. He gives it back to Reinders. Reinders gets a touch, plays the ball inside. It's come all the way back to Oscar Bob on the outside. Into Savinho, into the box. Oh, it's half clear. It's Oscar Bob. It's fallen to... Oh, Jesus. It's all over the place. And Tonali now gets a chance to run with the ball. Again, that's a challenge on the ankle. Oh, from Oscar Bob on Tonali. Tonali's going to... Oh, Oscar Bob gets a yellow card there. Naughty boy, Mr. Bob. I mean, to be fair, the referee has managed this game really well. He's given a couple of bad decisions, but I think he's been mostly out of the action. So I always think that's really good when the referee's not seen a lot of the time. He spoke to the captains 2 or 3 times. He's kept hold of it. And that's, if memory serves me right, that's the first yellow card I've seen in the 93rd minute.
True. That's why the referee's done a good job, to be fair.
Pep's having a word with the 4th official now. And Bruno now is talking to Haaland, and Haaland's giving him the 2 fingers. Oh, what do you mean, mate? Even though he's Norwegian, not Italian. May I want some pepperoni on my pizza?
No, Wissa back there. How did he come down on the pitch?
Wissa's now in the dugout. I mean, it's
like
just some bloke with a hoodie.
we're gonna celebrate this like we won the Champions League. Absolutely.
Headed clear by Shaw. Again, it's a bit of head tennis in the middle of the park. Again, Haaland seems to have just headed it the same way the ball was coming from. That's a throw into Newcastle now. Just inside the Man City half. We're in the 94th minute of 8 added time, guys. Come on, we can do this.
There you go, Lee McFarlane wants to hear the knackered. Because they give us 8 minutes, we are knackered, man. Holy heck, there's 5 minutes to go here.
Yeah. The ball's right in the corner of Man City. Keep it going, boys. Oh, Bruno, you should have tried to keep hold of that. Bruno went down. The ball's played to Guardiola along the line. O'Reilly plays it back inside to Savinho.
Oh, J7 is going to get a yellow card.
Get a yellow card. We knew it was coming.
Why? Seriously, man.
We knew it was coming.
He's been quiet the whole game, this guy.
Yeah.
Only to be fouling for no reason. Pushing, shoving, pulling.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy, man.
Crazy. Guardiola now for Man City again. Camping inside the Newcastle half. O'Reilly now with the ball. He's got Savinho to his outside. Guardiola back with the ball. Inside now to Nunes. Out to Oscar Bob on that right-hand side. Oscar Bob gets on his feet. Whips the ball into towards the 6-yard box. It's deflected off Shaw and then cleared by Botman. Back with Guardiola though. And Alanga's trying to close the space down. But again, it falls to Savinho. Sauvignon Blanc. And it goes back to Diaz now. Back to Nunes. Nunes playing more of a centrepiece now rather than a fullback. Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob dances past Willock down that left-hand side and Murphy.
Yeah, well done,
Big J7 gets the body in the way and celebrates like a goal to the fans in the stand there. Come on. Oscar Bob and Reinders over on that side. Reinders decides not to go short. We're going to have this into the box. Again, Haaland and Chow facing each other. Ball comes in towards the back post and it's controlled by Man City, believe it or not, but he's given back. Ball from Reinders into the near post and again just cleared by Chow, who again tries to get the crowd going, gets his arms pumping, and he's saying any block now towards that goal is celebrated as a goal for Newcastle. 96 minute, guys, of 8 going. Newcastle 2, Man City 1. Long throw here from Man City. This is how desperate they are. They're just trying to get that ball into the box. Long throw comes in. It's headed clear by J7. It's humped back into the box, though. Headed towards the 6-yard box. It's headed in the air. Again, this time it's Che who headers clear, but there's somebody offside, I think. So it's a free kick to Newcastle. Yes! Bruno goes and hugs Shaw. Just for getting any body part on that.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Becca saying, I can't cope, my heart is pounding. Yeah, you want to see where mine is. I'm kicking it around the floor as we speak. It's crazy. Oh, the chance now. The lads are on the feet in the stand. They're all screaming their heads off. Oh, Murphy's gone down now with a bit of cramp. Not used to playing left back. Neither are we. I think that's why I'm more scared of, if I'm honest with you. Oof. This is some game.
I mean, even Eddie Howe is knackered on the bench.
Yeah. Ball kick long.
Hoof it.
It's hoofed into the deep part of Man City. Donnarumma puts the ball down now, plays the ball inside to Gvardiol, who's got a bit of grass to run into on this left-hand side. Gvardiol goes back inside. Diaz now got Nunes on the other side of him. If he wants to go, he drops his shoulder on Elanga. Diaz, oh sorry, that's not Diaz, that's Gonzalez. Plays it to Nunes. Ball into the box. A header by Man City, but it's drifted wide from O'Reilly. Wide of the post, goal kick to Newcastle. The final few seconds, guys. The final few seconds. Come on. We can do this. We have got this in the locker.
Get it out of there.
Who's the twat?
Pope now goes to the other side of his box.
You only got one job.
Yeah. He's looking to see where he can aim this one at. Get it wide, get it near to that touchline. Let it go out for a deflection. Do anything. The ball in the air now. Willock gets a shoulder on the Man City player, and it's a free kick to Man City on the halfway line. Exactly what we didn't want, because now they can just kick it all the way back into our penalty box. Nunes now with this long clearance, this free kick. In the 99th minute, ball into the box. It's headed down. It's scrapped for by Tonali. It's come to Oscar Bob. It's fell behind him. It's Newcastle now. Newcastle breaking with the ball with Willock. Willock has got Elanga in front of him. Elanga now. Oh!
That's a foul. Hey, we're 39 after me. Let's go.
Come on, referee. Blow the whistle, son. That's it!
Get in!
Get in! Who'd have thought it, eh? Wow. We're going for Man City, who are third in the league, and we can't beat somebody who's bloody 16th. That's what I said. How can these boys turn up against the top teams and not against Brentford? Unbelievable. Well done, lads.
Thank the Lord for that, no doubt about it. Man, that was unbelievable.
Wow, what a game. What a game of football.
Yeah. I mean, and it's. I mean, they're third. You know, they can smile about things like this. They can say to their fans and to themselves, well, you know, St. James's Park, it is what it is. We're third. We can lose this one, although, you know, they'll probably try to get better. We had no excuses. We had no speech left to tell the fans, to tell each other. We had to get this win. I thought a point would have been nice, but we managed to get 3 points, which is massive for Newcastle United. And, I mean, Pep Guardiola is obviously having a go at the referees.
Yeah,
I'm not sure why, to be honest. Thank you very much, Sam. What did you say?
It says, we're back. Thanks for the $1.99, dude.
Yeah, appreciate it. Joe Linton, get out of there, man. Get out. You've just won. Why are you trying to look for problems? He's yelling at somebody, probably a Man City personnel. Why? And it makes no sense. You're trying to get an after-game suspension. That would be the stupidest thing you could ever do. You know,
absolutely.
No need for any of that. But very, very, very encouraging tonight. We're going to jump on the instant match reaction right now, folks. So please join us. You'll be able to call in and have your say, of course. We're not going to throw the link out there no more. We're going to let you call in via phone. Easy done. No fees, no charges. You can call in and have your say. As for now, thank you to the super chatters who have done that, who becoming a member. Trolls, One Pawns style there, I think. Gifted memberships as well. Trolls, thank you. Thank you, Tony T. Thank you, Queen of Heart, for super chatting. Thank you, Tony, again. Super Sam, thank you very much. The size of these seagulls, we're gonna win jail as soon as he gets on. No worries. She's gonna be shocked at what he even did, but we'll do it. Thank you very much, Random Access, for gifting a membership, as well as Super Sam. It looks like Pep and Bruno having a bit of a go at each other, and of course he's greeting Tonali, so I don't know what that means. Maybe he's doing a little bit of recruiting. Was there as well. I was absolutely right on Thursday. Jefferson, I was. There you go. Well, you can call in and have your say on the instant match reaction once we go there. But join us for that one. Unbelievable game. We'll get into the details. We'll get into the instant reaction of it all right now, coming up